Good evening, everybody. I am so sorry for the technical delays, but at the moment we are gonna dive right into this second game. I literally had to restart my entire PC due to technical difficulty, so I'm gonna get everything posted back up. I'm trying to send another, I guess, like live notification. But at any rate, we are gonna be go ahead and jumping into this second game where we just heard, or actually I just read that Status Quo actually beat Lux 150-20 in the hardpoint, so that's a tough one for Lux. Tough one for Verdict as his complete PC failed. I don't know what happened, bro. Like, I don't know. It's just going to be one of those days, I guess. But I got the bracket up there for you guys to look at. We are in week 47. No, we're in week 48, guys. We're not in week 47. Why is it showing week 47? Rip. Any rate, Dave just got food. He ordered it like 6:30 Eastern time.
Oh, hold on. No. It just got picked up from the store.
Oh my God! So you didn't just get food? That's toxic, bro.
Yeah, my neighbor was at the door and wanted to know earlier. My neighbor was at the door and wanted to know if he could borrow the lawnmower to mow the front lawn tomorrow.
Neighbor, you're supposed to be DoorDash. You're not supposed to be my neighbor. You're supposed to bring me Popeyes. All right. What is going on with the world?
Well, I guess I forgot to pull my chicken out of the freezer for today, so it was frozen. So I was like, darn it, before Meseeks, I'm going to have to order something. So at 6:30, I ordered some food, thinking I'm like, it'll be here by 7:30 at the latest, right?
Yeah, facts, right?
Nah, homie, it's 8:20 and that shit just got picked up.
Oh my God.
I'm starving.
Yo, I don't know how they do it.
Eaten yet today. I did the EU Trovo Showdown, and then that actually went pretty late. That was a 6-2, I think, if I remember correctly, or 6-3, and that flowed right into NA. So,
yo, tell me, True Lily's team won, or Susie Glue.
Yes.
Yeah, it was lopsided, dude. I looked at it, I was like, why are the teams lopsided? There's 3 pros in the lobby.
I actually thought that was a pretty even matchup. Compared to NA. NA was super one-sided.
Really? Who won that one? Vague's team?
Vague's team won 6-0.
I kind of figured. If they're going to get 2 content creators, one of them can't be Vague.
Well, I mean, so here's the thing, right? It was supposed to be Vague and Aerith, and then Aerith couldn't make it. So it ended up being Vague and Papa Taco. And Vague picked, I think, Bolu first.
An easy pick.
And, yeah, and then Papa Taco picked Space and Zim. So, like,
what?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting, but we're in the action, guys, and Lux are just getting torn apart right now. It's going to be just Ava left in a 1 versus 5. Picks up 1 onto Teabag, but just doesn't seem like a realistically possible scenario here.
Not at all. I was actually watching YVK.
He'll pick up 2.
Dude literally was just like lacing people with the sniper in hand. So quick first round going to go in favor of the guys over at Status Quo. As you could already tell, they had a massive win in the hardpoint, 150-20, and already continuing with that same energy here as game number 2. 1 round in, 1 round going down in favor of the guys over at Status Quo. So we'll see how they continue on.
They just canceled my order.
Oh, no.
Actually die, dude.
Oh, they're getting a piece of my mind, bro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely going to be a review situation.
Ooh, Josh with a really big kill on solo in mid. Defer with a refrag. Picks up Caro there. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. 4 versus 4 here in this search and destroy. Status Quo are up 1 in the series as well as up 1 in the match.
Guys, and if you're just now joining in, this is the first round too, so far so good. We are in game 2 of it. Status quo. Let me see if I can get my title updated. Status quo up big in the hard point. They are off to a decent start in search and destroy 3v2 situation. Bombs planted as Asta goes ahead and gets that bomb down. YVK, Defer, and Asta looking to take down Ava and Tear. Tear gonna be taken down. Defer, aka Blur, aka why do these people keep changing their names? Come on, Molly. Gonna have about 25 seconds, but how did Asta not see him there? Very unfortunate.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate there. Hopefully we'll have a good game between these two teams. It does look like this one's probably going to go over to the side of status quo. I don't see Ava clutching this one up. YVK going to come through with the shorty, picks that one up, and the second round is now going to go in favor of status quo, who again are up in the series overall. They did win. It appears to be 150-20 in the hard point that we missed while we were having technical difficulties.
There we go. You heard it there. We're going to go ahead and get started for another round here. Asa, again, going to be your bomb carrier. 2 players mid, 2 players on the A bombs. This is an interesting push here from status quo, and it actually might not pan out, as I see Lux full sending it through the bus station lobby. They're going to find one. Josh going to get traded there as Asta goes down. Bomb is down, and that is pretty much where status quo are going to have to play recovery here as the 4v4 scenario panning out. Ava still stuck in spawn. What? I'm confused here. Okay, anyway, it looks like they're just playing very conservative, and Solo actually might be able to get this kill. As I say that, he is going to be forced down. Terror going to be taken down by Teabag. Battle for the bomb is going to come through, though. Teabag actually going to come through.
It's a big frag.
I'm down.
Yep, and this is exactly what I was referring to. The bomb is down right here in this little... I call this, like, rugs, because you can see the rugs on the ground. I don't know. I know it's probably not the best terminology, but bomb's right here. And Teabag actually going to come through. Solo gets taken down. Teabag and YVK going to be left in a 2v1. Jax finds one quick, and now it's just going to be a matter of moments before Teabag and YVK converge on Jax. Actually, they're going to collect the bomb and dip. I do not blame them.
Yeah, that's a very close range to challenge an HSO, so I don't blame them whatsoever for picking up that bomb. They go ahead and hightail it on over to A, where they have a little bit more range versatility. And I think it's a really smart play coming out of them. Probably going to be a third round going over to status quo, shy of realistically a miracle clutch up here from Jax. Yep. That's about how I expected that to go.
My game just crashed again.
Oh no.
Yep.
Time for a new PC.
Yep. I'm going to see if I can get game loops updated in the background. I am literally at a loss for words right now.
What is crashing? BlueStacks or something?
BlueStacks, yeah. Yep, it's not.
Game loop is working pretty fine for me. Fortunately, we still got you in Discord this time, but I'll go ahead and run us on through the action. We do have Asta and Defer getting rushed. Josh going to pick up one. Might be looking for another kill, but Asta is able to get the refrag. It's a 1-for-1 trade early on. Jax starting to push up, looking for some HSO action once again, but you'd have to dive back pretty far into spawn, and I'm actually kind of surprised how passive status quo are playing at this point. We do have Solo starting to rotate up, walks right into Jax in the corner with a shotgun. Jax now rotating, looking for maybe trying to find Asta over in that rugs room you were talking about. He's going to pick that one up as well, rotates behind YVK. That's going to be another kill. A big three-piece comes through for Jax, and Tear gets the kill on Teabag, and that's going to be the first round going over in favor of Lux.
Yep, we're gonna find out if BlueStacks is gonna get kicked here. Let me see. I don't use game filter. Let's see, performance. Let's do that to automatic. Maybe that'll help out. I don't know.
Solo comes through with a big double kill there. Shorty MX9 in hand. YVK able to pick up a kill onto Adza Skirkaro. It's going to be a 2 versus 5 status quo in a great position here. Defer going to come through with the kill onto Ava, who was sitting up top of the broken building. It's going to leave Tear in a 1 versus 5. B-bomb is planted, only about 20 seconds to go. I just don't see it being possible. Solo comes through with the snipe across the street. And that's going to be a 4-1 now in favor of status quo. Yeah, guys, we're sorry about the technical difficulty. Verdict's BlueStacks has crashed. He's trying to pull together a game loop for you guys so you guys can get back into the action. We do have one opening pick. Terra is going to find a literal frag onto Solo. Teabag with a well-placed nade! Cooks it perfect, gets the bounce off the ceiling and gets a double kill. Rolls it on through with a triple kill as he gets the kill onto Kara with the MX-9. It's going to leave Ava in a 1 versus 5 as YVK picks up the snipe onto Jax. And Lux are just massively falling apart here in the search and destroy, starting to look a bit like the hard point that we missed. And I don't see a reality where Ava's able to clutch this up. Pinned down in the spawn. It's going to be Teabag in the chase. Going to pick up that kill. 5-1 now going in favor of status quo.
All right, we're going to try this one more time on BlueStacks. No, it is just not working, dude. Eco mode, let's try that.
What on earth is Solo using? What is this? Oh my goodness. Solo is out here rocking a Kilo, the digital death skin, and able to pick up a couple kills here early on. He's rotating over, looking for another. Doesn't quite find the shot there. Does get a hit marker, slides the corner. YVK's there to help him out. Defer comes through with the kill onto Tear, and the 6-1 win is going to go in favor of the side of status quo, who will take the 2-0 series win here. They won 150 in the hard point, 150 to 20 in the hard point, and then came through with the 6-1 in the search and destroy. And they're going to move on a little bit further into the Meseeks Sunday Showdown. Definitely one of the teams that I would expect to possibly be able to go all the way.
Yep, that's one of the teams that when I looked at the brackets, I was thinking that they might have a chance to get it to at least the semifinals without a hiccup. But again, I'm having all the hiccups today. Maybe it's just BlueStacks because it just seems to be crap in the bed. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take a short intermission, guys. We're going to take a maybe 5 to 6 minute in order for me to get game loop updated. And when we do that, we're going to be trying to jump back into the action. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be back for some more Meseeks Sunday Showdown, guys.
invincible.
All right, guys, we are back live for some more Meseeks Sunday Showdown. Unfortunately, my game crapped bed earlier. That's quite all right. We're going to go ahead and get game loops in the mix. No more blue stacks because that stuff was just not working, guys. At any rate, we are back live for some more second round. We've got Tribe in the booth. We've got Status Quo ready to rock and roll. I've got pretty much everything downloaded, I think. And I believe we should be good to go for the next round. So second round, Tribe and Status Quo. Day, what are your predictions?
Well, I definitely got to be leaning on the side of Tribe, right? Tribe are
Okay.
a proven team, but Status Quo also a very, very proven team. I would just say overall, over the course of the past couple months of gameplay, Tribe are a team that continues to be at the top, or in that top 3 realm, whereas Status Quo, they honestly do have their hit or miss days. Like, I'm a big fan of Status Quo, but they don't have their full normal starting roster, so that's a big factor. I mean, for the most part, it's Solo, Defer, and Asta. YVK, we haven't seen play with them as much. Teabag, we haven't seen play with them as much. Whereas Tribe, they're here with Bolu, who is already warmed up today earlier. He was playing Cracked in the North American Trovo Showdown, as well as, obviously, the likes of Parrish, Marshy, Band, Envy. They're just a devastating team no matter who they're going up against. So I have high hopes here.
Yep, we got high hopes as we're going to be starting things off on firing range hardpoint, followed by a raid S&D going to a standoff dom. So P1, oh my god, Marshy picking up a nice 3-piece. Asta is going to catch him on point, taking him out, and that is going to be open space here on P1 as I do see Tribe on the outskirts. Bolo going to be peeking now. Bolo's going to get taken down from the... Oh my god, the Holger's just too OP. YVPA already picked up 6 in his 6-2 4-0 for Solo, who will be able to get on board as well. So Try making the rotations over to P2 now. Is about 15 seconds left. Bag gonna get caught here in trailer. Solo's gonna lose that 1v1, and that could be instrumental to this P2 setup.
Yeah, definitely could. We're going to have to keep our eye out as Defer comes through, picks up a big 3-piece with the A-Max there. That's a big opportunity for them. They're actually playing really, really well here. They made a really good push onto P1, got themselves set up for spawns for P2, and they have a big opportunity to really run away with a bit of the money hill here. But as I say that, a couple kills come through. Tribe have swarmed up, and as you can see, pretty much all of Status Quo spawn out, and this is going to be a big opportunity for Tribe to go ahead and take the lead here, as well as they have spawns for P3 because of how poorly designed hardpoint is on this map, if you ask me. Love the map. Love the map.
Oh, love the map.
But the hardpoints are just bonkers.
Yeah, they are. They're kind of like... They're probably one of the only... This is probably one of the only maps that where it goes from one point to the next, to the next, and next, in like a circle almost. Whereas you'll see...
P1, P2, and P3 all have the same...
Spawns. Yeah.
Right? So.
Yeah. Facts. But then it's also like all in that same little roundabout. Like P1, if you have the good spawns to start off with, you'll have decent setups for P2, assuming that you don't lose those spawns. But, in normal hardpoint games or maps, it would show, like, where P1 is, and then it would go to P2, and then P3 would be, like, where P4 is in comparison. So it's, like, back to back to back. They're all, like, kind of, like, kind of just, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, connecting the dots. It's just not a competitive way to push it. Now, the P3 start off is going to be heavily favoring Tribe now as they have regained the lead and lost that 30-point deficit that they found themselves in the backs of that P2. So it is going to be up to Status Quo to come back. Oh my god, Solo! With the 3-piece on the backside of trailer, going to open the floodgates here for Status Quo to regain some of that deficit that they found themselves in. And Tribe going to be finding themselves on the backsides. Solo going to be taken down, but what a play from him.
Yeah, and Solo's always been that player. Ever since we've seen him come into the scene, he's makes the really flashy plays. He's got a lot of really good gun skill. His rotations are solid. So it's definitely what we've come to expect out of him. But overall, Tribe, they have been able to bounce back after a little bit of a rough P1. They got the good hold on P2 and P3. Does look like we might have Teabag AFK right now. A little bit unfortunate for the side of Status Quo as Tribe continue to walk through. Banned with a big triple kill with the Sparrow. Gonna help them make that safe break in, and as you can see, we've got pretty much all of Status Quo spawning out. Teabag still AFK, not a great position to be in for Status Quo. I think at this point we pretty much, shy of a miracle, got to call this one. You're not going to beat Tribe in a 4v5.
No, definitely not. Especially not on a map like this. It's just not happening. Blur going to come through for the contest, but not going to be enough as you see multiples push it in. He finds one and is taken down. Bolu is going to be the bandit there, and P4 is where we're going to see the massive lead take off here for Tribe. Is on the backs of a 4v5 situation due to Teabag being AFK. Just not a good move here for the first game in Status Quo's book. We'll see if they collect themselves or Teabag can, you know, stay connected or whatever the situation is for him. As I'm taking a look at it, P1 going to be opening up here shortly. Status Quo going to be able to snag a few points off of it. Defer going to have some top control here in 10, and only about 20 points needed for Tribe. I'm sure they'll be able to clutch it up here shortly. Teabag still has not moved.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate. Not sure what's going on with that, but as you mentioned, Tribe are approaching the 10-point mark there at the end, and they have pure control of P1. Not even anybody really getting close enough to contest, so it's going to be Tribe taking the 1-0 advantage going into the second game, where they do struggle quite a bit. Search is definitely Tribe's weakest game mode, and it might be Status Quo's strongest. So if we're going to see this go to a game 3, this is kind of how I expected it to turn out anyway. I would have thought the hard point would have been a little bit closer, but obviously playing with an AFK is not ideal. But Tribe come through with the win there. Hopefully we get a reconnect or we get Teabag back for game 2 or a substitution. And if he's having unrepairable issues. But it's just hard to say right now.
It is hard to say, and it was difficult to see go through. Did they change the stats button to the left now? That's interesting. Just saw that little piece updated. Any rate, I'm just now getting back from being gone all weekend, and I haven't taken a look at the game for a few days, and there was a minor update that came out, and it's kind of throwing me off guard, but regardless. Game number 1 here in round number 2 is going to go in favor of Tribe as Bolu pops off with a minute and 17 and 14 KD, 12 and 12 for Parrish, and I'm taking a look at the bottom, dude. This is a tough one. You got a team who absolutely tried their hardest, and you got a player who had some connection issue, or I'm not sure what Teabag had going on, but 150 to 71 in a hardpoint game against Tribe in a 4v5 situation. Status Quo held their own. I got to give it to them. So hopefully game number 2 will pan out for their favor. Maybe they'll have their 5th connect in. Teabag obviously AFK that whole game, kind of hindered them tremendously in that matchup, but you know, Search and Destroy a little different. You'll be able to set your pace. Maybe they'll play to their strengths and sit back and play patiently as Search and Destroy. Raid is going to be our second map. So, you know, I feel bad for saying Tribe has got this in a bag now. But if Status Quo can't produce a fit that's going to stay connected, I have a hard time believing that they're going to be able to stand a chance in this Search and Destroy. But as you mentioned earlier, this is probably one of their better game modes. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for that. And
Yeah, we'll have to see. Again, I think the biggest thing is obviously pulling together a 5th at this point.
facts.
A little bit unfortunate that Teabag spawned in and was AFK the whole time. Yeah, add a 5th player in there for the rotation, and maybe Status Quo is able to hold down that P2 spawn a little bit longer. But just pretty unfortunate. I mean, sometimes stuff happens, right? I mean, it just is what it is. You know, fortunately, it's just Meseeks Sunday Showdown, and what I mean by that is at least it's Meseeks Sunday Showdown and not, you know, Masters or
champs.
Stage
Yeah,
4
facts.
You know, so
Yo, imagine being AFK in stage 5, like you're on land and everyone's just sitting there. Are you just sitting there like not moving at all, or what's that look like? Like I don't know, you know, but That's not the case here. It's just a Meseeks Sunday Showdown every Sunday for the past 48 weeks. That's right, guys. We're doing it big. Unfortunately, Teabag going to get kicked there as I'm taking a look at the lobby. Maybe they'll be able to pull it a fifth. Hopefully, if it's Teabag, he'll be better connected. I saw him in the first game, and he looked like he was doing fine. I obviously don't know what's going on that end, but as soon as we get information, we'll let you guys know. We are about to get started for our second game, Search and Destroy on Raid. Status Quo have a few moments to get a fifth in, or they're going to have to 4v5, because I do see Teabag restarting, resetting, rejoining, which is good. That's a good sign. A 5v5 is obviously the better case, especially against a Tribe team who is as vicious as they come. So to go against these guys in a 5v4 scenario, it's tough enough. Hopefully this, this instance will be the only thing that we'll see from them in this particular matchup hindering them. Because I was expecting this to go to a game 3, and I was expecting this to be a close 3 games. So everyone is going to be readying up. We are going to get info to join in for the second game, Search and Destroy on Raid. Kind of all over the place, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. Sheesh, new lights, not physics? Yeah, a little bit. Appreciate it, bro. I wish the lights, or I wish the game worked as well as the lights do, because honestly, earlier tonight, bro, I couldn't tell you, man. It's like as soon as I jumped into a game, bam, crashed. Nothing. So, all right. Game number 2 with 5 players in the lobby for Status Quo, all 5 ready to rock and roll. I'm hoping that this game is a new start here for Status Quo and we see a game 3.
Enemy has dropped the bomb. Bomb spotted.
Yeah, we'll be getting into the game as soon as we can for you guys. Does look like it is going to start counting down. Definitely hoping big things for the side of Status Quo. Defer has been a pretty good sniping talent for them as of late. Obviously, we know the pressure that Solo is able to put on teams. I mean, even single-handedly put the pressure on teams. So, keeping an eye out there. YBK is pushing up right, but it's going to be a big opening pick by Defer. Picks Marshy off the head glitch. Tribe definitely going to be making their rotations over towards A now off of that pick, but it is going to be Solo sliding through mid. Can't quite find the kill against Band. And it's going to be a refrag coming through for Tribe, who even things up 4-4.
Yep, you saw the adjustment. The players who were over at the B site, there were multiples. They literally shifted all their focus that they had on that B site over towards mid and towards B, and that opened the door for a refrag as Solo was caught literally coming up those pull stairs. As an opening frag for Status Quo was huge, but is going to be met by that same kind of energy from Tribe. So the adjustments in real time, absolutely on point, and that's going to be Defer actually dropping as Ban has found himself inside of this top modern area. Teabag and YBK have eyes on him. Gonna go ahead and get those call-outs out, but 3v4 with YBK Asta and Teabag gonna need to be making some moves quickly because they're down to about 40 seconds on the clock. Asta's gonna find one massive, but Bolo is gonna find Teabag. Paris gonna come through on the refrag, and that is gonna be YBK in a 1v3 scenario now. So everything seeming to just collapse here for Status Quo in this first round after a massive first pick. And Marshy, I was thinking that they may have had an opportunity there, but they just sat there on the pool side for the longest and couldn't really capitalize on that. So Status Quo down 1-0 here in the search. We'll see how they react here as we're going to jump right into this second round. And looks like the same rotations. Marshy on the A bomb head glitch. We're going to see Solo push it up aggressively. Teabag's going to come through as well as Weak. Solo's going to be taken down. Blur's going to pick up yet again another frag for Status Quo. And they have bomb control and they have the site cleared on A. They're going to have to cover top side. Asta's going to go ahead and get this bomb plant down. They're going to have about 45 seconds, Tribe is, to make this adjustment. MV going to be caught up top. Big frags from Teabag.
Contact with enemy.
Yeah, Teabag coming through with one, making up some lost ground for the team there. I would have liked to see Status Quo play the last round a little bit more like they did here. It's definitely a little bit of a rough scenario because, again, they got that pick early on Marshy. I know they didn't know, but obviously nobody from Tribe was there, and they just played this round way better, to be honest with you. Ooh, Defer coming through with a nice little snag to save YVK there.
He did. Great positioning. Literally didn't overextend, didn't overexpose. Didn't need to push all the way up. The bomb was planted perfectly. Blur able to capitalize on some great map positioning, map control there on the backside towards spawn. Bottom of Modern there. Now they're gonna see Status Quo with a different approach as they try to take this B bomb side. Parrish gonna drop early. Asta's weak. Ban gonna get the refrag. Ban picking up 2 there. YVK make it 3. Envy picks up 1 as well, and that's gonna leave Solo in a 1v4. As bomb is down towards driveway, and Solo knows it. Look at him. He's shaking up and down, bro.
Yeah, Solo ready to rock and roll. Obviously, he's a player that could realistically clutch this up if he plays it right. It's going to be a difficult one. Oh, he saw him! Oh, that's a little bit unfortunate, but I guess that's what happens. Walks over. Bolu's going to find the snipe in the door. And Tribe going to go up 2-1.
Yep, that was just a massive round for Ban, picking up those 3 frags back to back to back, putting Tribe in a very great position here in that third round, 2-1 situation. As Tribe looking to take this second game, could potentially be the last one for Status Quo of the night. Gonna have to see how they adjust. Bolu fighting 1 in solos, not a good sign. Make that 2 as Asta sliding up the pool stairs is gonna be taken down as well, and Bomb's in a compromised position. Status Quo really don't have an answer for it. Teabag going to find a way to get that pickup. But he's got multiples in the vicinity. They're going to have to back, maybe retrace their steps and reposition. But I don't know if Teabag's going to make it, bro. If he peeks that staircase, he's toast.
Yeah, definitely a rough position to be in for if you are Status Quo. You're in a 3 versus 5 against Tribe. You do have Bomb, but you don't have anywhere on the map that you can rotate. And what's even worse is, we look at the map and we see that they are really trapped where they're at. They don't know that, so every single corner they turn is just another opportunity where they could potentially die. So they definitely got to play this safe here. Teabag taking a couple shots mid. Bolu now rotating over, Shorty in hand. But a big rotation from behind is going to be Defer, picking up the Renetti kill onto Bolu. Makes things look a little bit more doable. Picks up a second on the Parrish! Oh... That was looking so good for a minute.
That was, but he kind of peeked that tree head glitch way too long.
Oh, the hit marker. Oh, no. Oh, that hurts for YVK there.
That
Gets a hit marker on Ban. That would have evened things out 2-2. Envy picking up Teabag now. It's going to leave YVK in a 1 versus 3. And with a sniper in hand, I just don't think it's going to be a possible one. Does pick up an MX-9 here, making it a little bit more doable, but can't find the shots. Rotates right over into Marshy. Gets dumpstered. That's going to be the 3-1 lead for the side of Tribe.
Yep, that rotation was practically impossible. I don't even know if he was able to get the bomb there. Even if he did, there was nowhere for him to really go. So, tough scenario here for Status Quo as one of the last time we'll see their attacking strategies. We'll be flipping after this round. So, oh my god, everything just seemed to falling apart here. Parrish picks up the nade kill on YVK. That's a freebie. Well-placed nade. Bolu gonna find 1 as well. That's a 5v3. Teabag almost gets railed, but is able to escape for his with his life. And Blur picking up 1 isn't really gonna be much here as a 3v4 ensues. We're gonna have to see a little bit more teamwork here from Status Quo. Austin picking up 1. Okay. The A side is not clear. That's gonna be Marshy on the site. Marshy or Envy finds 1. Envy. Who am I saying? Marshy. Marshy was dead already. Envy was the one who I was looking at. Good God. Verdict, learn how to read. 2v3 situation now is Asta and Teabag looking to get this bomb plant down. They've got multiple eyes on them. Make that Bolu.
Oh, yikes.
Just lining up for these guys. That's going to be a 2-piece for Bolu in 4 rounds in a row, or 4 rounds now for the guys over at Tribe. As we flip sides, this is looking pretty grim over here for Status Quo.
Destroy the objective. We got the bomb.
All right, Bolu gonna get taken down.
From Teabag coming through there, picks up the kill onto Bolu. Bolu's been cracked for Tribe, so that's a really big pick. Another kill comes through, but Envy does get the refrag onto Solo. It's going to be a 4 versus 3. This is a big opportunity where Status Quo can start to turn things around. Again, a little bit unfortunate for them is they are not playing with what their normal starting lineup would realistically look like, and Teabag is going to pick up Envy there. It's now a 4 versus 2. You can see Marshy on the backside here was looking and waiting for the rotation, but it doesn't matter. He pinches him with Parrish. He's going to pick up Teabag. YVK catches Marshy with his pants down. And that's going to be Parrish left in a 1v3. This round looking like it's going to go over Status Quo.
Looking indeed like Status Quo might be able to pick up another round here, as they're going to need it. 1v3 scenario. Bomb is all the way in red area. Blur says, let's end this right now. Take it to around 7 here. As 4-2 scenario has panned out for the guys over at Status Quo. Much better defense than I've seen all attacking strategy side. Like, literally, I don't know what happened. It's like these guys got caught in mid way too often, or caught peeking angles that they, shouldn't have been peeking for so long. And everything's starting to click here for Status Quo. Is they're going to need a few more in order to stay alive. So 4 to be exact. Will they be able to take another one? Solo going to drop early to Bolu. That's not going to be making things any better for Status Quo here, as Tribe just continuing on with the action. Kitchen side, YVK and Asta are in, as I do see them backing out. So Tribe going to make their push in. Bolu going to find one as Bolu gets taken down. Marshy's going to catch Teabag as he's overextended. This is probably going to be another round for Tribe here. Status Quo, again, not their normal roster, but some of the normal faces that we're used to seeing.
The bomb has been planted.
Just not having the best of games here. Still have a little bit of time to make up for it, though. They've got about 35 seconds left for this bomb to be defused. They're going to have to find a few kills and get it off before. And Tribe with a stellar defense so far. I do see Marshy ringside. Asta is going to be the last player alive, and that's going to be Band picking up the 2-piece. Tribe taking 5. They are on match point here.
Yeah, on match point in the search and destroy in a best of 3, so it's looking like Tribe probably going to move on here tonight. A little bit unfortunate for Status Quo that they had to play down a man in the hard point, but hey, that's your own responsibility. And unfortunate scenario, but they did have a big 5v5 opportunity against Tribe here, but haven't quite been able to find any grounds to make it work. Marshy had absolutely no right to win that fight with YVK, ends up picking it up. 3 kills in a row go over to the side of Tribe, leaves Defer and Solo in a 2 versus 5. And you gotta imagine, like, if there were 2 players on this roster that could clutch up this 2v5, it would be these guys. But it is not gonna be an easy one for sure. And
No.
Solo might be getting rotated on right now.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy one. As a matter of fact, Blur is the guy you need alive right now, and he's already been called out. He's getting pushed by Marshy. Marshy cleaning house there. And that's going to be Solo left in his lonesome. He's got a 1v4 scenario. Marshy with the shots. Picking up Blur's sniper, putting Status Quo out of this week's Meseeks Sunday Showdown. This is very unfortunate. We saw what happened in Game 1. Teabag, AFK, now Tribe going to be moving on. Status Quo going to be exiting stage left. Very unfortunate, but GG's, guys. We'll see you guys back next week. Tribe looking to make that semifinals run. They've got a good one ahead of them. So very well played. Best of 3 from them. We didn't even see that third game was as I was expecting, and very unfortunate for Status Quo, but hey, it is what it is. Game number 2 going to go in favor of Tribe as they take the search to Detroit 6-2. Bolu dropping 11 kills, going to be your top fragger for Tribe, and Envy right there below with Ban 8 and 6 kills respectively. So
my food's actually here this time. So
oh my goodness, he's got food in. We're going to get ready for our next game, which is ahead. I'm not sure who it's going to be. It's going to be Tribe and Seminole. So guys, while we get these players in the lobby, take a moment as Dave's going to be getting his food. We are going to hear a word from our sponsors over at HyperX and JuJu Energy. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back after those commercials. Alrighty, guys, that's right. We're here. Meseeks Sunday Showdown Semifinals. Tribe versus Seminole. Looks like we're having a rematch from the Vengeance Series Finals, right? Am I right, Dave?
That is correct. It was good. It was a good night. There was definitely some hiccups along the way, but it turned out to be a pretty good series. A lot of the games were actually fairly close. It did go, I think, 3-1 Tribe, if I'm remembering correctly, but still some very, very good series overall. And this is a big opportunity for Seminole to bounce back and maybe take a little bit of that thunder away from Tribe. So
yeah,
we'll have to see if they bring their A game. They're a team that is absolutely capable. But yeah,
I like how Echo
yes,
Kid.
Echo,
Minor issues. Overall, it was a great series. I'm glad you guys got to take advantage of that. I hate I missed it. I would have loved to have been a part of that that finals day, but obviously I was just not available at that time. So Saturday was my little brother's wedding. It was a phenomenal ceremony, beautiful on the beach scene. We're just gonna go ahead and jump right in it. There we go. I'm sitting here trying to tell everybody about my bot brother's wedding, funeral, whatever you guys want to call it. I'm kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Lol. How does Verdict feel about marriage? There we go. Game number 1, best of 5, firing range, hard point, crossfire, S&D.
Firing point, hard range. Let's go.
There we go. That's it. You already know what's the deal. As we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. We're not gonna see a 4v5 as all 5 players are gonna be in point. And I'm expecting Seminole to, you know, put a dent on this Tribe roster. I'm not expecting them to take this series, but I'm definitely expecting them to take this to at least a game 4. And if they're out there listening, I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they do take this series. I hope they do take Tribe down a peg, as they have just been so dominant recently. But it just seems to be oh so unpopular at the time. Everyone is just literally falling game after game to these guys. They have everything going for them, and it just doesn't look like it's going to stop. So we'll see if Seminole can put a little damage on these guys, maybe even take a game or two, but it's going to have to start here in game 1, as I do see a 27-point lead, or 26-point lead now, as Band is going to be taken down, as well as Bolu. P1 out in the open, not really a money point, as some would call it, but definitely an opportunity for get your name on the board, and that's going to be Tribe doing so early.
Yeah, Tribe doing so early, but the rotation does come through for Seminole over to P2 spawn, so they have a big opportunity to turn things around here. I think one of Seminole's biggest issues right now is going to be that Bolu has been on, he's been playing, he's warmed up, and he has been playing so very good today. He's going to be a difficult competitor to overcome. And Tribe do have a player on point, but Hacks rotating in, going to pick up that kill on Band. And this is a big opportunity where Seminole might be able to start to turn things around if they're able to hold this this spawn.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be in, you know, partial consideration for that kinetic armor usage. Hacks coming through on the backside was able to win a big gunfight, and another one at that. So 2 players drop instantly. They get the retake, and now they've got control over P2. So P3 going to be opening up here in about 30 seconds, roughly a little under, as I'm looking at it. And I don't know if Tribe is actually going to push up, but it's kind of hard not to when you're that close from that P3 entrance, or exit rather. And that's going to be Band on point. Bolu actually going to be on the little window side of this tin area. Bear going to peek through. Bear going to be taking out barrels, and a little bit of an advantage here for Seminole going into P3 takeover. I'm not trying to see. I'm not seeing. Oh my God, Bolu. Trying to see how this pans out though, as I see multiple players coming through that backside trailer and smoke comes down. Seminole spawning out. It's not a good sign.
Yeah, definitely not a good one for them. Obviously, as I mentioned, Bolu has been playing really, really phenomenally today, but having a little bit of a slow game. But fortunately for him, Band and Marshy are up at 15 and 13 kills respectively. Meanwhile, you look over at the side of You look over at the side of Seminole, and it's Forsaken up at 11 and 6, make it 12 and 6 as he picks up another kill there. Trying to watch that backside rotation coming out of Tribe. Oh, that could have been a big gunfight win if he picked up the couple kills there. He does eventually pick up Bolu, but does get refragged out. And Seminole just in a position where they could potentially tie things up here.
Yeah, they could, but as I'm looking at it, they actually pushed out of P3 area. So trying to clear that back staircase is all great, but when you don't have anybody on the point taking advantage of a couple free seconds, those are like moments you can't get back. So Tribe all spawning firing range. This is going to be a massive start if Seminole can maintain this back alley area. Jungle side, Marshy pushing up. Marshy, just an absolute demon today. It's going to find one is going to be taken out there, though, as I'm taking a look at the scorecard. 16 and 11 so far for Marshy. Just absolutely slaying out here in game number 1. 75 to 70 as Seminole has found a few players on point. Now, Jez going to take advantage of some OBJ time, watching this front door. They all know where the call-outs are at because they're all looking in one direction. They're not worried about that backside because the players aren't coming there yet. And that is Jez going to be trying to maintain the backside entrance. He's going to get taken out. Slothy going to get the refrag and is going to clean out 2 more players, but is going to be taken down by Ban. So, point still in favor of Seminole as they are off to a decent start here after this P4 rotation.
Yeah, definitely in a reasonable spot. Both these teams still very capable of pulling together a win. We're only 30 points apart, so any one big hold could really catapult Tribe back into an opportunity to win this. You have Bolu and Forsaken trading a bunch of shots there. It ends up being Forsaken that wins that point. And that's going to get them a pretty good trailer control going there.
It is. It's going to give trailer control to the guys over at Seminole who have a 35-point advantage. Tribe doing everything they can to stay on this P1 area, but, you know, it's just not an easy one to hold. So the sentry guns up top 10. They've got great rotations to P2. I think that's where they're going to invest a majority of their time because they know that the guys over at Seminole can't win off P1. Parrish on the backside of Armory could be a threat if goes unnoticed, and trailer going to be taken down. That's Hacks, who had control, does peek out, does get taken down, and Tribe are going to be able to make a little bit of an effort towards this comeback here in P1 as they stack up a few points. I don't think Seminole's been able to maximize on any hill time here in P1, but are going to be able to rack up some uncontested on the scrap time. So I guess better than none, but P2 transitions are going to come through, and Tribe are 2-man deep on the point. They've got 3 if you consider container control, and that is going to be Bolu trying to maintain this little head glitch on truck and is going to be taken down. Point is still held by Tribe. They're only down by 10. They can very much so come back here in this P2 transition.
Yeah, and maintaining that P2 gives them a great respawn for P3 should things start getting a little bit sketchy. And as you can see, they're clearing pretty much all of Seminole out at that point. Bolu going to pick Hacks out of the doorway. Pred Missile was coming in looking for some gas there, but couldn't quite pick it up. Slothy with the rotation behind Bolu is going to clear him off of truck. This is a big opportunity for them to start trying to get a trailer spawn advantage, but they just can't make the break past Tribe here. Forsaken picks up 1, ends up running into Envy there, falls as well. I don't know, if you're Seminole, you need to be hard on this trailer at this point.
Yeah, you definitely do. As a matter of fact, this is an iffy one for me. Like, it could literally go either way, and the Predator missile actually going to take Hacks out. That's massive for Tribe. They get the break early. They only need 2 points. All of Seminole coming through the front door is not going to have time to get the contest to come through. That's going to be Tribe cruising past Seminole in that first game, 150 to 111, but don't let that score fool you. Seminole have a 30-point advantage going into that P1 rotation. Everything from there on was all Tribe, so hell of a game 1 for both teams. Tribe absolutely, you know, just came in, played to their strategy on that P2 transition, stuck to their guns, and it panned out. Phenomenally played by them. They're going to be up 1-0 in the series. This is a best of 3, so they're going to have to take 2 more in order to move on to the finals. But, again, this is a Seminole roster who we rant and rave about on a weekly basis. These guys are just absolutely cracked. I don't know if they're going to be able to get it from them that easily.
Yeah, definitely turning out to be a pretty good series. Again, these two teams are absolutely phenomenal, top tier talent. And sometimes that little bit of a miss that we get out of Seminole is, they drop a game here and there because they get into search and destroy and they troll and have fun with it, and then they go through and just dominate people in domination. Tribe is not a team that you're going to do that against, so I would absolutely expect them to take this search and destroy a little bit more seriously than if you guys have seen them play some teams in the past where they've taken me up on, like, for example, the 1911 challenge or typing or,
this
whatever
is not a team you 1911 challenge with, to say the least.
I mean, if it was up to me, we'd get all 10 people.
All 10, yeah. That would be it. That would be a search and destroy I'd love to watch. Maybe not on a crossfire map, maybe on a firing range or a firing point, as I called it earlier. A firing range or even a standoff. I would love to see a 1911 challenge for those maps, but crossfire, definitely not a map that I would love to see a 1911 challenge on. As a matter of fact, I'm expected to see multiple snipers from both teams. As a matter of fact, for the side of Seminole, Forsaken, Jez, even. I've seen Bear snipe. I haven't seen him do it recently, and as a matter of fact, after watching that game, I hope he snipes. Because, for one, he just did not have a great start. Wasn't winning the gunfights that were needed, and now we're off in a game too, but... where's Vague? Vague's there. Vague is in-game, bro. Or Vague's not there anymore. I guess Vague bounced. Vague started the match, or joined the lobby at the beginning, but dipped, so I don't know where Vague went.
It does end up being still a strong roster for the side of Seminole. They played with Vague earlier, but don't have his talents for this matchup. And that could in the long run be a little bit of an issue because Vague has been popping off today like crazy. Here in Search and Destroy, you definitely want some of those Slayers to be able to pick up kills for you. Slothy comes through with 1, Slothy comes through with 2, follows it up with the Shorty there. Gives them a pretty big advantage.
Marshy going to find a refrag, as I was mentioning how Bear was struggling. It's looking to continue here in this Search and Destroy matchup. Jez going to peek up. Bus station's not clear. Band is there, brother. And that is going to be Slothy getting taken out, too, in a 1v3. What was a 3v5 in favor of Seminole is now a 1v3. So how the mighty have fallen. Seminole pulling up a little too aggressively, and they are going to be paying the price here in round number 1. Marshy going to be up top of this mid building overlooking A, and Bomb's over at B. He's only got about 30 seconds left. Bomb is down. Marshy just going to camp it out as he is going to go ahead and take some shots. Forsaken's going to get dropped, trying to peek through that little jump up, and it's going to be Tribe taking a 1-0 advantage.
This is a best of 5, right?
Yes, this is a best of 5.
Cool. Definitely a big advantage, or a big opportunity for Tribe to take an advantage here, and an even bigger opportunity for Seminole to tie things up, push us a little bit later in the series. Hack's coming through with 1 onto Band, follows it up with a Shorty onto Envy, follows up with a 3 onto Marshy. Very similar position to what we saw them in last time, and weren't able to lock it down. Does look like it is going to be Forsaken. Finds the dome of Bolu, who's creeping around the corner over there. It's going to leave Parrish in a 1 versus 4. I don't see it happening. Nope. Forsaken hits those. It's going to tie things up 1-1.
It is going to tie up 1-1 here, as Seminole had a much better round. Literally almost a flawless one. It only dropped 1 player, and Tribe still have the advantages. The top side of this spawn is just a little easier in my opinion, but after seeing Seminole play like that, maybe they don't. So Jez going to get a freebie with a nade. Envy going to be taken down. Well-placed one there. And Marshy going to push up. Jez finds 1. Bolo going to get a refrag. Marshy going to get 1 as well. Evening things up at 3. 2-for-2 trades. Bear. And, well, it was Hacks. Hacks was about to push up. Hacks gets taken down. And now it is a 3v2 as Slothy and Bear are going to have to play this one together. They're both on the opposite sides of the map, actually. As a matter of fact, Marshy right. Oh, my God, Slothy Finds one, but Bolu going to get the refrag. 2v1 now as Bear is left on his own. He doesn't have a single kill this game. And he is sniping, so maybe we'll be able to see something happen from him, as I do believe Tribe knows that he is in this corner building, but aren't necessarily going to push it. They're actually going to opt to go for the A bomb plan. That's going to be Bolu securing that. Parrish going to be covering the crossover. If he sees anybody through that crossover point, definitely going to give it out to Bolu. Bear peeks out. Going to take some shots, and that's going to be Bolu 1 and 2 right there to get the frag, and that is going to be a 2-1 now after a phenomenal recovery there from Tribe.
Yeah, definitely a big round for Tribe. They continue to push forward. They can continue to come through with that. Excuse me, choking on my chili there. Come through with that big energy, and obviously they're a team that really does do well in the mental game. So we'll have to keep an eye on them, keep them going forward. 1-for-1 trade comes in. Hacks for Marshy. It's gonna be Forsaken finding another. Envy does turn on Bear.
Oh, Forsaken. Good shots.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
Seminole picking up 2 rounds so far. It's going to be the last round. They will be on the defending side. Tribe. Last chance for the top side control, as we'll see they have the bomb one more time before we flip. And Seminole trading blows back and forth, literally going neck and neck with Tribe here in this Search or Destroy game. And, you know, I'll make, you know, claims that the better side of the map is the top side, but I got to give it to Seminole. They are holding their own on the bottom portion of the map, so we'll see if they keep that same energy rolling into this last defending side. They're playing a little bit more conservatively. Look at where everyone is in comparison to where they usually are. This is a great strategy from Seminole. Actually going to pick up Parrish off the bat, and that's going to be Ban getting info that Jez is right here in front of Bakery, and he is going to bite the dust. That's going to be Tribe getting the refrag. Ban literally escaping with his life. Bolu's still on the opposite side of the wall, but Slothy dropping now gives Tribe a one-man advantage. They should be able to get this bomb plant down. Bolu's still stuck here in front of Bakery. Is going to push back. Does find Bear. That is massive. As the 4v2 will ensue. Marshy's in enemy territory. Bomb is down. 45 seconds on the clock. Hacks and Forsaken going to have to find 4 and a bomb defusal. This is tough, bro.
Yeah, definitely looking for it. It's going to be a hard clutch for them to come through with, but definitely a possible one. Oh, man, unfortunate for Forsaken, not able to see the player rotating over. Hacks is now caught between several angry members of Tribe, and they're going to pick that up. And I do got to say, I feel like Tribe had strong side in the first half, so this is a big opportunity still for Seminole where they could make a comeback. It's, in my opinion, a very offense-heavy map. On your offensive rotations, you can actually get to the B-bomb faster than the defense can. And if you can get an aggressive plant down, you're able to force your enemies to play against time. And as you can hear, the bomb is coming through. Envy makes a big rotation over. Forsaken. Gonna get a refrag, though.
Just so much happening right now. Bear finally getting on board. His second, actually, so I don't feel so bad. Bear just hasn't really had the best game tonight. Jez going to find Parrish, and that's going to leave Bolu. Bomb is spotted. Bolu going to be on the bottom side of this bus station building right at the staircase. Going to get pushed. Jez peeks out. Jez gets laced. Tried to get the shorty to have his advantage. That's going to be Forsaken to on cleanup duty. That's going to be evening things up at 3 as we do see back and forth affair. Literally, you know, one team taking one side or one round and going back and forth. So far, so good for both teams. We'll see if Seminole can bounce back as they need a dub here. Can't go down 2-0 against Tribe. Literally have your opponent's foot on your throat. Just not a good move. Forsaken finds his 7th. Massive kills taking down Parrish. And Bolu's still going to be right here on this bottom side of the bus station building. Finds one in Hacks. Good movement. But the predictability might be where his devastation comes, as I see Forsaken wanted to peek out. If he peeks out, it might be his end, as there's another player right there. Is that Band? No, that's Envy, actually. Marshy going to find Slothy, and with Forsaken giving away sound cues earlier, surely going to be converging. That is going to be 2 players he rotates right into in this hallway, and that is going to be a 4-3 advantage now for Tribe.
Tribe looking like they might be able to take a lead, but nobody can really get an edge over the other. It's always one round back and forth. We'll have to get a little bit deeper into this one, see if anybody can take that momentum and really start to run away with it. There's going to be Jazz with an opening kill onto Band. Big opportunity for the side of Seminole. Bolu here's the plant coming. He tries to push up to get the stop. Can't quite get it. We almost lose Bolu and Envy to a grenade, but Envy is going to survive. Bolu gets taken down. Jez comes through with the double. It's going to leave Parrish and Marshy in gunfights. Marshy wins his 2 versus 4. Slothy takes down Marshy. Parrish now trying to push on up. Can't quite win the gunfight there. Big stacked 3 versus 1 scenario. And that's going to be, and once again, tied up game.
It is.
Can't get away from it.
I got to give it to Jez, man. Well placed nade. Gets to follow through. Finds Bolu and Band on the outside of that bakery area. And, you know, that predictability can, you know, it can be great in game because you have consistency. But when you got an opportunity like this where players are actually, like, throwing nades in that area, it can be a bit of, you know, that predictability that comes back to haunt you. And that was the case there for Bolu, who now plays it aggressively. Found one, but is taken down. Oh my God, Envy drops as well. And this might be that rhythm being broken. Parrish going to be in a 1v3. We've seen back and forth rounds. Parrish going to peek out after hearing that bomb plant go off. 5-4 now. Seminole taking a little bit of an advantage here. We'll see if they can close it out or if we're going to go to a round 11. If I'm Seminole, I'm putting my foot down. This is where it ends. You got to find a way to win this round.
Yeah, I'd love to see Seminole win this one. Not because I'm rooting for one team or another. Just Seminole winning this round means that it, no matter what, won't be a best of, or a first to 3. So that would be ideal with the high level of talent that we have on the table here. We often compare Seminole to the likes of an underage Tribe. So Bolu opening up with the first blood is pretty huge. Hax does get dropped by Parrish. Big round for Tribe. Looking like we're going to go into a round 11.
Definitely seems to be the case. Forsaken going to be right here on this door side. Takes shots on Marshy. Marshy going to be able to leave the area with his life. Band going to get the nade up, forcing Forsaken back. And this is a little bit of a standoff here on the bus station building as shots are just firing again. Parrish trying to get anything he can on the wall bangs. I've seen him do this same thing with the chopper back when it was a thing. Now he's swapped over to the Holger. Completely same strategy, though, as nobody going to be there to answer. Seminole got to pick up the pieces here. Band right in a good position. Is going to be spotted and taken now. That's going to be a massive frag. As I say that, Envy drops as well, and bomb might get planted here if Parrish doesn't have anything to do with it. Oh, he's getting hit markers now. Jez does secure the bomb plant and is going to be able to retreat back. Marshy going to find one as Slothy's caught lacking, rotating to the A site. And I'm not sure if that was a play, Slothy, but we'll see how it pans out. Marshy going to go ahead. Okay, bomb head glitch. Bomb potentially defused. Jez, not today, buddy. That is going to be a 1v1. Forsaken. Parrish. Shorty in hand. Parrish gets the frag, and we're going to a round 11.
Bomb defused. Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up. Bomb spotted. Enemy has dropped the bomb. Destroy.
I cannot hear you, Day.
Got the bomb.
Yeah, I disconnect there. I don't know what happened.
I was looking, I was like, I know Day's mic's moving. I'm going to give him a second. Maybe he's... I don't know what's going on.
It threw me to RTC connecting for a couple seconds, so I closed Discord, reopened it, and we're back.
Well, it did that to me earlier, but then it wouldn't let me open up Discord, which was very unfortunate. But At any rate, we are all tied up in the 11th round here. Try bomb in hand. Bolu 11 kills on board. Seminole with a little bit to lose here. If they drop this round, this is not only going to put them in a position to lose the game, but is going to put them in a very bad position in this best of 5, which would be a 2-0 in favor of Tribe. So Bolu going to go ahead and secure the bomb plant. MV going to drop hacks, and that's going to be a major frag going in favor of Tribe.
Such an intense round between these two teams. There's going to be 2 kills coming through for Tribe, as well as having the bomb planted there is going to force Seminole play against the clock in an uncomfortable position, and I just don't know if it can happen here. Childs finds one, but can't find the other. Even if he would have picked up that kill, he had 3 more to go. Plus a bomb defuse in 15 seconds. It just was not going to happen, but it is going to be Tribe taking the 2-0 lead over Seminole, and could potentially close it out in a game 3. Again, I'm really cheering for Seminole in domination here. I don't want to see this one over in a best of 3, especially not after the banger games that we had so far. I mean, we had a 15-point hard point, and then a round 11 search and destroy. I'm here for it. I want the action to go further. I want whichever one of these teams goes on to the final to earn it.
Absolutely, and I hate to see Seminole drop 3 games in a row, especially against a team that we've seen them play against before in the past, and here recently struggling more than anything in this particular matchup. You know, I've seen them drop 3 maps in a row or last week against Tribe in the Vengeance series. They lost 3-1 against them in the finals, but I've seen them play so very well recently. I'd love to see this series extend to at least a game 4. I'm hoping that they can get their act together on the standoff Dom, as they could be their last matchup of the night. But, you know, more so importantly, I definitely need to see a little bit more from Bear. Bear's going to continue to stay in the lineup. I need to see what I am used to seeing whenever I see him in. Not what we're seeing right now, which is lackluster and just not 100% on board. Right now, Vague is actually going to make the sub in. I have a feeling this is going to be a massive not only morale improvement for the guys over at Seminole, but an overall performance improvement, as this is their last opportunity. This is literally where it stops if they lose. So, Vague making the sub in could be a huge factor, but we'll see how much of a factor it is going into this next game mode. Domination, by far, Tribe's best game mode. You know, I've seen these guys literally go from being triple cap to triple capping the opposing team in a matter of seconds. So this map standoff, definitely one you can do it on too. So we'll see. Predictions, I don't know. I think Vague is going to make a huge impact in Seminole's performance.
Vague was putting up 30 kills every game in the Trovo Showdown.
Oh, wow.
He's been frying.
But he did have Bolu on his team though, right? Yeah,
and he was... I mean, they were kind of back and forth. They were both putting up massive kills. So.
When you got like that kind of fragging power in one team, you know you're in for some devastation if you're Papa Taco's team. He might have bit off a little bit more than he could chew. As a matter of fact, Bolu getting picked up by Vague was probably a deal sealer right there. Like that literally. You know, I was talking about how lopsided EU was because they had 3 pro players and only 2 on the opposite side, and then I saw Vague and Bolu on one team. I was like, "Whoa!" You told me that Bolu and Vague were on one team, and I was like, "What in the world is going on? Why are they allowing this? This should."
Here's the reality. Papa Taco drafted bad. Okay.
Yeah, Papa Taco, you got to do better, bro.
We had Vague pick up Bolu. Okay, strong duo there. You have Space and Little B on the table still. Papa Taco decides he's gonna draft Space and Zim.
Rip.
Big question marks all around that play, but
yeah, I don't know what Peter Peterson told Papa Taco, but you sold, bro. You sold massively. At any rate, Space and Little B would have been an awesome addition. I'm assuming Vague picked up Little B afterwards.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
of course.
Oh, rip. That's a rip, bro. Zim over Little B? You know what?
Bold statement, Cotton.
Well, yeah. Well, a bold statement. Yeah. I mean, he literally picked that player blindfolded, didn't he? He's not going to be able to see Cotton. It's a bold strategy. We'll see how it pans out
Such
here.
a good movie.
Yeah, it was such dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodge. We'll see if the guys over at Seminole can dodge a bullet here, as they are actually on the chopping block. So this is their opportunity to put everything up. As we're going to get geared up for game number 3. Vague coming in for the sub. I'm hoping that this boosts tremendously for one Seminoles performance, but I hope Vague pops off this game. All right, just waiting on a few things. Obviously, these guys waiting to start up. I'm not 100% sure what's going on.
It's Seminole. It's Seminole.
Yeah, facts, right?
They can never ready up on time. Let's be real here.
No, let Seminole ready up on time, bro. Not one time. Yo, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm kind of tired. I've had a long weekend followed up by some technical issues earlier, and now we're jumping into the semifinals. So good thing is it's been a pretty like smooth night, other than technical issues and whatnot. But it's just been a long weekend, bro. Been a super long weekend. Zim dipped in the middle. Rip. Yo, imagine picking Zim over Little B. I don't know what Papa Taco was thinking there. Like, what great things could have came from Zim being picked by Little B there, or by Papa Taco there? Like, best case scenario, what happens?
The event's over fast.
Yep, there we go. That's exactly what happened. So maybe Papa Taco knew what he was doing there. But I mean,
Maybe he got intimidated by Vague picking Bolu.
What?
Yeah.
Is that, you think that was the case for real?
Might have first picked Bolu, and he's like, guys, we're not gonna win this. We're just gonna pick Zim.
No, dude. Y'all did a snake draft, so you had two players, that were viable options to pick up, but
yeah,
that doesn't happen, bro. That does not happen. Anyway,
happens if you choose to play with your friends over the good team.
Well, we don't see that in dodgeball. Why should we see it in the Trovo Showdown?
Right?
Right? I mean, come on now.
Actually, no.
We did see that in dodgeball.
Yeah,
we did see.
Yeah, we did see them play with their friends, and they came through and won the Cinderella story.
They did.
Heck
Against
yeah.
Globo Gym.
And the Purple Cobras.
Oh boy, game number 3 starting off. Already a spicy one. Vague found his way all the way over to the opponent's spawn before he was taken down. Yeah, so now we're on board with Tribe as Band super weak. Gonna get caught here, and Cubby is gonna be taken down. And a little bit of progress for the guys over at Tribe on this B site, but is not enough to actually make a move on. What is going to be enough is finding a few kills. They haven't seemed to find a few kills in mid yet in order to secure the site. 2 players dropped. That could be enough. We'll see. Forsaken right there to answer as he shoots Bolo or Parrish down. Slothy going to find 2. Trades are just coming back and forth, and this is just literally, I can't imagine who's going to get on this site first, but we'll see how it pans out here now as Seminole on the chop block. Need to find a way to win this game. Starting off, so far, so good.
Enemy in sight. Enemy down.
Yeah, it's very, very even game as both teams still only have their respective home flag. You would think that for the first half, there should be at least small advantage for the side of Seminole. They do have that A-side spawn, which is favored for a lot of players. Vague can't find the bullets to connect on the Marshy movement there. Marshy finds another as well. 6 on the board for him before finally getting taken down. Envy getting a refrag. B finally does come through for Seminole. It's a big, big opportunity for them, but with Bolu up in top of the bakery, definitely got to be on the watch out for that, especially with a Holger in hand.
Just see a quick B cap there for Seminole. Vague. Gonna find one, gonna find two, and that is gonna be denying the B cap here. Parrish gonna catch Slothy all the way in the spawn site. C was a little bit of progress on it, but Jez right here on B site should be able to get a little bit of this cleared off before, you know, Tribe's able to captivate or capture a little bit more time on it. They get a few picks. Bolu picking up 2 hacks. Gonna be super weak. Hacks gonna be taken down, and this push for B is gonna come through. Band gonna be taken down. Marshy gonna be taken down. Jez mid box bandit there finds 2 and does halt this progress on B. As a matter of fact, does opt to push on point. We're starting to see a little bit more of the Seminole roster that we haven't seen this the first 2 games.
Yeah, starting to see a little bit more of it, but it's going to be Bolu pushing up onto B, helping his team get that cap. It's going to narrow the gap, and again, they will have strong side in the second half. So Tribe still in a pretty decent position here. The closer they can get it into this first half, the easier it's going to be for them to make the comeback over in the second half. It's looking right now like it's going to be probably pretty close, like a... See here,
75, 73,
20,
maybe.
Yeah, 75, 73, something like that. So
in favor of Tribe, maybe a little lower for Seminole.
I think in favor of Seminole actually.
Possibly. Oh yeah, I'm looking at it now. I walked away. I let the dog out. 5 more points, 10 more points. Yeah, 75, 73. If as long as Seminole doesn't cap B here, if they do that, it could halt a little bit more progress for Tribe, but that's exactly what you needed for Seminole. You need to get a little bit more pressure for these guys here in the second half. As we're going to see the push come through. Vague baiting the opponents. Very well played there. Gets on point and jumps off immediately. 75 to 72, so we were pretty close, but not close enough for a call. But 3 points advantage going into this half. You're going to need to have a hell of a second half, as now they're going to be spawning on the C site. Everyone knows A is a little bit closer to that B portion of the map, so we'll see if Seminole can keep Tribe off the inevitable. That is going to be that B cap early on.
Tribe gets their A flag respectively as Seminole get theirs. Did have Seminole pushing on up to B, but Bolu just hops up top, pulls out the death machine, picking up kills left and right. He does get dropped by Jez, but he's got a Pred missile, he's got a sentry gun, and he's got a Goliath. There's not a safe scenario here where Seminole are actually able to push up and get B. Maybe with a well-timed trophy system, but with other players to worry about as well, not just the Predator missile. It's very, very dangerous. Realistically, I feel like the longer Seminole can keep B uncapped for Tribe at this point, just the better for them.
Oh, absolutely. As we say that, we see 3 players on point. They are kinetic armored. 2 of 3, rather. They had to be one of those. They do get the cap early on, and pressure here for Seminole, absolutely. This is, you know, now or never situation. Tribe, all they need to do is just win 1 game. You guys need to win back-to-back-to-back games in order to make this happen. A slow start in the first half, followed by a back-and-forth affair on the B flag site. Definitely hindered Seminole's lead, leading to this particular point where Tribe able to retake the lead early on, get that B cap and A cap solidified, and very well could make this a 3-0 situation here. As I'm looking at Bolu, he's got a Goliath and a sentry gun, as you mentioned. It's not looking good for Seminole.
No, I mean it's not looking good for Seminole at all, and I gotta say, even if it does end up being a 3-0, which it's looking largely like that might be the case, you do have to imagine at least the games were good. You know, we had a very, very close hard point that could have gone either way. We had a round 11 search and destroy leading up to this domination. And here we are in the second domination with only about a 15-point lead for Tribe and a lot of B progress for the side of Seminole. We're getting very, very close to crossing into triple cap territory, so that is something to make note of here. We're just a couple seconds out. We do have quite a few members of Seminole picking up kills there, but it doesn't matter. Bolu throws through the smoke, beams them off. Hax is going to slide on. He gets the B cap. Are we in triple? We are in triple by a couple seconds. Yikes. Bolu just I don't want to say necessarily saved the game, because they obviously had all the opportunity in the world with the Goliath to get the B cap back, but it definitely sealed the deal. Him stopping
Yeah.
that B cap sealed the deal, because that was the make or break for Seminole there.
Yep, they get a little bit of points off that B cap and could sit comfortably on, or push comfortably into the spawns of A, knowing that they could get it now. The Goliath here could very well hold A by itself. Literally doesn't even get to push out, and Bolu getting a little bit spicy with it, is going to push out. I think he realizes that they are not going to lose this one. Bolu actually going to be taken down as the Cubby site is compromised, and now all of Tribe are spawning. Okay, they are not spawning out. I don't know how they kept spawns there. Maybe the sentry gun?
No, Seminole might win the way the tick system works, because they have 2 flags.
Okay, we'll see. Only 3 points are needed from Tribe, 2 points in counting. We'll see it. I don't think it's possible. I think it's going to be 150 to 149.
One tick short, yeah.
150 to 148. Tribe taking the bag in game number 3.
That half second. That half second that
where they
stopped
didn't get that B cap.
was the
Yep,
game decider.
that was definitely it. That's tough.
Yikes. Feels bad for Seminole, but hey, we had 3 phenomenal games between Seminole and Tribe. May have been a 3-0 victory for Tribe, but if that doesn't show you the power that that Seminole bring to the table, I don't know what else will. And we had 3 close games without Vague, who's arguably the best, if not one of the best players on that roster. So, at least in recent times. They've obviously been playing together for quite a while. I know Vague struggled a little bit at first getting used to phone, but he's been all uphill since there. Top frag for the lobby ends up being Parrish with 26 kills on the board. 22 for Envy, 21 for Band, 20 for Bolu, 22 for Marshy. Look over at the opposition, and honestly, the story is very, very similar, and that, you know, it really kind of spells down to how even that game was. Slothy with 23, Jez with 21, Hacks with 21, Vague with 21, and Childs, aka Forsaken, down at 15. So, very, very good game between these two teams. I was hoping for more, but can't always get what we want.
No, you're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, you add that kind of fragging power into the first 2 games, and we might have had, you know, a different story here. I'm not saying Bear was the cause of the issue for the first 2 games being lost, but, you know,
with the way Vague has been playing,
with the way that Vague has been playing,
I
I gotta say that the turnout would have been, maybe we've gone to a game 4. I'm not saying that the overall outcome would have changed, but it would have certainly been more interesting going into those first 2 games. What we will do now is we will get geared up for the finals, which is going to be Tribe, but I don't know if we've got, our second team available. So we're going to take a moment to collect ourselves, get everything in line, see where Gil's at on his stream. And while we do that, we're actually going to take a short intermission. So, guys, don't go anywhere. We still got plenty of COD Mobile Meseeks Sunday Showdown just around the corner. Tribe and either Zygnus or Levity. So be prepared for that. We're going to take a short intermission and get a chance for our sponsors to sound off. So we'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, I am listening to Gil's stream, and it looks like we're going to be having a Zygnus and Tribe Finals. The moment we've all been waiting for. We haven't seen one of these in so freaking long. And I'm just hoping that Gil can join us, because this is going to be an epic one. Am I right, bro?
Definitely hoping that Gil's gonna be able to join us here. Obviously, Zygnus coming through. He's been such a huge face for the LATAM community, and I'd really like to have him be able to cast and be able to express everything going on to the LATAM community. That many of them do speak English, but it's also nice for them to have someone there speaking in their native language. So that would be ideal. But if he doesn't show up, I would be happy to cast it with you.
Here we go. Coming through with the raids, guys. Gil and Stepsley. Stepsley, man, I appreciate you, bro. Gil, I hope you're joining us, as we are going to get geared up for a hella sweaty finals matchup, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Tribe and Zygnus. This is a very classic rivalry between these two. I've absolutely loved seeing these guys in the finals. Haven't seen a lot of them recently. The two of them, in particular, I've seen Tribe finals, I've seen Zygnus finals, but now Clash of Titans, bro. This is a moment that a lot of us have been waiting for. So we're going to get Gil in the lobby for us here momentarily, as we're going to get started up with our best of 5. As a matter of fact, does look like Tribe and Zygnus are ready to rock and roll. They have already picked their map bans and their operator bans. So Tribe opted to ban Annihilator and Takeoff map. Zygnus opting to ban the Kinetic Armor operator and Crossfire map. So Hardpoint Raid, S&D Firing Range, Domination Summit, yuck. Standoff Hardpoint, and to wrap things off with a Hackney Yard S&D. So pretty balanced rotation, with the exception of the Domination Summit. Day, what are your thoughts?
Well, I have said time and time again that this matchup is a match that I'll never get tired of. There's a lot of rivalry between these two teams. Historically, these teams have gone back and forth, won each other's regional mobile mayhems. They face off in a lot of tournaments, and it's always hard to figure out who's going to pull through the win. We've seen reverse sweeps. We've seen blowouts. We've seen tooth and nail all the way to the last game, and I'll never get tired of watching Zygnus versus Tribe.
Oh, absolutely. I'm digging this matchup to, every bit of it. As a matter of fact, when I was watching Gil's stream in between, I was like, as much as I love 11D, I need me a Zygnus and Tribe matchup like ASAP. This is the only thing that's going to pick me up for the night. I have been just so out of it, and then I saw that, and I was like, oh, dude, this is going to be epic. This is going to be one that we rewatch for days to come. So Day is in the booth. We're waiting on Gilmania to come through. I'm waiting for OBS Ninjas. As a matter of fact, I think your cam's off, Day.
I probably never turned it back on after I was done eating.
That's cool. That's cool. These guys don't want to see your beautiful face, bro. Yeah, they do.
I wouldn't want to see it either.
There we go. There's that. There he is. Look at this gorgeous fellow, man. We're going to get geared up for a best of 5 Tribe and Zygnus style. And I don't think we can get it any better other than having Gilmania join us, which he said give him 2 minutes or 3 minutes a few moments ago. I think he is ready to rock and roll. I think he might be joining us here shortly. So
fantastic. Like I said, I don't mind casting it with you. I love casting Zygnus versus Tribe games, but with it being Zygnus, I'd really like to have Gil in here to, again, kind of give that feeling to the LATAM viewers.
Hello. That is there he is. Gil's joining in. I'm getting your OBS added in.
Wait,
bro,
your voice is different. Predict.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I have been like so out of it. I had allergy issues a couple days ago, and it doesn't feel like I've recovered at all from that. And to top it all off, I've been gone with a wedding, for my little brother's wedding all weekend, so I didn't get a chance to sit back and recoup or recover. But that is quite all right. So here we got it. Look, check this out, guys. Look how sweet this looks. We got a trio cast page now. Well, we got all of us looking all studded out. Look at this. Look at these guys.
Hey,
yo.
Everybody's here to see Gilmania's beautiful face.
That's exact. Hey, you know, if we don't see that beautiful face with a fidget spinner, I'm gonna be highly upset.
It's here. Always never leaves my side, you know.
There we go. All right. What happened over at the
we have a
semifinals
lobby?
on your side?
Oof, where do I even start? Like, I feel like the most important game was Search and Destroy of 11T going 5-0, and then Cygnus turning it all the way around to take victory. So that was freaking insane. And it was a pretty good battle, but on the last two games, because Tetillo was not on the first two games, right? He was on the Trovo Showdown, and he was only able to play for the last two games, and he dominated on those two games without a doubt. And well, helped the team ended up with a 3-1 victory for Cygnus.
Dude, that's dope, bro. We saw a 3-0 on our side, Tribe 3-0s, Seminole, and you know we were.
Those were all really close games.
They were close games. I give it to Seminole, but the first two, like, there had to have been a little bit of like out of sync from Seminole, where I just can't pinpoint it. I think Vague being out of the roster for those two games had a major impact. You know, but at the same time, I feel like that roster was strong enough to at least take one game out of that best of three. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, I wish you could have been here for it, Gil. They were fantastic games. I mean, the domination came down to a 150 to 148, very, very close match. The first half was also what, a 75 to 72.
Seminole took a few points. They were down by like 40 or so points going into that P3 transition and literally turned it around. Had a 30-point lead going into the P1 reset, and Tribe took all the P1 and P2, ended it in P3. It was devastating, to say the least. So to be up right at 105 to 70 and not be able to touch, any of the P2, any of the P3 areas, just it got devastating for Seminole. The Search and Destroy went to around 11. Obviously, Tribe took that one, and it was one of those things that Seminole started off looking strong, and then towards the end, everything just kind of fell apart. But I'm assuming it wasn't as bad as that Search and Destroy you watched. So the 5-0 comeback from Cygnus, that was just demoralizing for 11D. I couldn't imagine like what was going on. Obviously, you were witnessing greatness, but on their side, they were witnessing just absolutely savagery, bro.
Yeah. 100%. And they were close. There was multiple 1v1 situations at the end that just 11D was not able to clutch.
That's tough, dude. You got to win those. You're 5-0. You got one round to clutch up, and you can't do it. That's tough. They would have taken a 2-0 lead there, wouldn't they have?
Yes. No,
wow.
A 2-0 lead. A 2-0
lead. All right. We're in the lobby. Everyone's in the lobby. Everyone's ready to rock and roll. We've got all the map selections. We're ready to go. Game number 1 going to be starting off. Firing range hardpoint. Day, I need to hear it from you. Who do you got?
I mean, I guess let me look at our lineup here for each of these teams. Cygnus playing with Just is not one that we see consistent on the team. We do typically have like an Irving in for that spot. We do have Kimwax, who's been really solid for them. S-Thug, Envoy into Tio, so still a solid 4. And Just is also a very, very good sub. So I'm hoping we see just a good game overall start to finish. I don't want to see a 3-0 sweep. I want to see both these teams pick up a couple games and really push us into what we expect out of these two teams at this point.
Absolutely. Now we're in game number 1. S-Thug in the lobby. Some very nostalgic vibes, if I'm not mistaken. Did he play all games this past series, Gil?
Yes, yeah, he did. And in multiple situations, he actually was pretty important, clutching 1v2 situations in multiple fights for plenty of games. So yeah, definitely in a good state of mind for Just specifically. Unfortunately, this time around on this first game has not been able to get a kill, but we're just getting started, right?
We're going to get started. P1 midway through, and it looks like it's a back-and-forth affair. Tribe going to be able to get a little bit of an advantage as they get the massive retake. Ring side's covered. Oh, they don't cover the mid side, which I just saw Satillo with the holder at hand does pick up one. A little bit of contesting still going on. Tribe still going to be able to rack up some of those little bit of scrap time. Zygnus going to be able to push back for P2 setups. And now we're looking at a 34 to 11 point game, but with P2 already set up and locked down by Zygnus, Tribe going to be having to fight in through the front side, it looks like.
Hardpoint is ours.
We do have Tatillo, for example, defending this kitchen area. They heard that there's enemies from behind it too. Seems like Tribe is trying to go from both sides at the same time. Not gonna work out as one of their pushes didn't work completely and ended up dying. Tatillo is now being pushed over by 2 more people and gets taken out at the end. Fortunate enough for him, SDog did a tremendous job alongside with Envoy, continue to stay alive and under control they are. For about 20 or so seconds, Tribe are constantly trying to figure out a way to get inside, but it's not working out at all. And for that same reason, I think that they're already rotating towards the garage area.
Yeah, they're going to have to call this one an L, but S-Thug coming in hot, picks up 2 on the backs of that Predator missile as I just swapped over to his point of view. Dude literally slaying out. Has slow start, picked up 9 kills back-to-back. Literally, he's on a 6 combo. So, not been taken out just yet. Bolu actually might be the one who does, but he is not going to contest that. So, Bolu in a pretty decent position. NB going to be taken down. Bolu actually going to just continue to peek this little AC site. And Tatillo Envoy coming through with a massive retake. This could be it for Tribe here in P3 as they opted to set up early. Tatillo is going to get taken down. Bolu single-handedly held point by himself. Last player alive in Garage. And I did see some players spawning in, but, you know, that was Tatillo and a few others. Envoy, as a matter of fact, coming through on the retake and shut that down by himself. That's going to be a massive dub here in P3 here for the guys over at Tribe.
Yeah, although they were spawning quite close to this area, they have been completely unable. They have been denying the opportunity for Zygnus to get inside. Bolu, one of those players that has gotten 4 kills for himself, but also got plenty of assistance on this interaction. And now it's going to be Zygnus doing the thing that their opponents did last time, which is just leaving the point behind, rotating to the next area. And with the advantage that they have utilities, and that's exactly what I see S-Dog doing. But it's not going to work out as Marshy with a Sparrow going to be getting a few kills. I'm now asking myself, is this Sparrow? Oh, wait, we don't have operators bans? We do, right? What is banned?
Annihilator and kinetic armor. So nobody banned the Sparrow, and, you know, it's fair play. We see how OP it is. As a matter of fact, it literally boosted Tribe to a early contest here and ultimately an early retake. Bolu going to pull his Sparrow out. Taking blind shots. Cubby is going to be occupied. Kimwax actually going to be on the right on the outside of it, so he's not actually going to be on point. The trophy system is going to be destroyed there, which could be crucial for taking out that sentry gun. It does, and that is going to be Tribe with a big retake here in P4. This court side is no stranger to the action, as we see Tribe now with a 20-point advantage and counting. What does Zygnus got to do here? You know, I got to see them rotate to P5 and have a big hold on this middle point, but I don't know. This is Tribe doing Tribe things here.
100%. So now Zygnus got to make sure that even if they don't get to hold the point itself for too long, they got to make sure that their opponents don't do it either, right? Make sure that the enemies are not getting anything out of this one because of how much closer to the victory goal they are. Right now, the battle for the middle area of the map is quite strong. I do see Tatillo using the Sparrow, getting a double kill and just also helping out. Doing a tremendous job. Just with the Sparrow has gotten like 2 or 3 kills already. It's not even over yet. Trying to get a few assistants, ends up getting killed by Bend. Finally getting some track, and on top of that, I do see that Bolu just threw his own Goliath. Also positioned the sentry gun, so it's gonna be a last stand for Tribe, feels like. So this could potentially be the last one if they can figure out a way to get Bolo inside while at the same time having trophy systems in place.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. As a matter of fact, I see Bolo trying to preserve this Goliath. He's going to wait for Parrish to push up. Zygnus, a phenomenal hold here on P1. The reset's coming through. 3 seconds before it opens up. S-Thug picks up his 13th. And that is going to be Kimwax holding the top side of this gallery building. Bolu literally giving him nothing to work with. Now we're going to see the contest come through. Bolu going to take some shots from the backside, reacts accordingly, but half health is all that we see. This is going to be a wasted Goliath, but, you know, there was nothing he could do. Literally, he threw it down, and there were like 4 Zygnus players viciously waiting for him. Now we're going to see a little bit of time on the point. 5 seconds and counting. Zygnus might be able to... Nope, that's going to be Tribe taking game 1. 150 to 123. Tribe flex it here in game 1. Goliath preserved, but that was close, man. Zygnus had a hell of a hold there on P1.
Yeah, exactly. So close, yet so far. Although the Goliath didn't have the impact that they were expecting at the end of the day, even if it's low HP, it's gonna take quite a few shots and distract enemies for long enough that they couldn't get back in, bringing victory for Tribe, like you mentioned. And tremendous job being done by Tribe in here. Bolu also, really good job there, you know. 17 kills, only died 7 times. And was over a minute inside of those OVJs.
Just a little bit of time, yes, and we are back ready for game number 2, the moment we've all been waiting for. This is the grand finale here as Tribe and Zygnus looking to fight it out. Tribe taking game number 1. I'm taking a look at the scorecard. For some reason, I'm seeing like all of Zygnus just, well, Envoy goes positive, 6+ positive, 1:21 on the hill, and you know, I just don't see well, Bolu goes 17-7. That makes sense. Okay, I'm looking at the score. I'm like, how the hell did they win by 30+ or 25+ points? And I'm finally trying to pinpoint that stat, and that's Bolu in the bottom right there. How does he go 17-7 and is like 4th frag? Dave, what is that?
Well, probably a lot of it came down to actual kills on the objective versus off the objective. He did have minute 15 on, but a lot of his kills were on rotations as well. So when you have other Slayers on the team, like the likes of Band, Parrish, Echo,
Not Echo, that bot.
that bot Echo. When you have other Slayers on the team, you know, Bolu was sitting back a little bit, collecting some of that OBJ time, and his teammates were pushing up, and then he was picking up frags on rotation over to next. So really played just the match really well, but you know, at the same time, you're not getting that extra 50 points or whatever per kill for being on the objective, picking that kill up. So definitely a great game for both those teams. I'm glad to see, you know, we bounced out of that Seminole Tribe game, which was absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely.
The viewers that came over from Guildmania's stream hopped out of a really big game between Zygnus and 11T. And we're coming here into a finals that is worthy of those other 2 teams not making it. So definitely an exciting match to start this series off with.
Absolutely. We're going to get into our next game, which is going to be a Search and Destroy on Firing Range. This is going to be one that I feel like Zygnus has, not necessarily in the bag, but definitely has an advantage going into. They're one of the best Search and Destroy teams, Tribe. Obviously not the worst Search and Destroy teams. That saying Tribe, that's like the worst statement I could have made, but let's be real. Their weakest game mode has always been Search and Destroy. So this is an opportunity for Zygnus to get, you know, on board, tie things up, make things interesting. What are your predictions, Dave?
I would say Zygnus definitely have a little bit more of a chance in the Search and Destroy. They're actually a very strong Search and Destroy team, and Tribe is pretty hit or miss. We often see it be their weakest mode. Every once in a while, they come through with a good Search game and give us a little bit of a surprise, but overall, the performance is pretty inconsistent compared to you go up against a team like Zygnus, and if you make mistakes, they're going to punish you for it. So we will see as we get into the game if we're going to have a A+ team of Tribe show up. If not, it's a good opportunity for Zygnus to tie things up. And then if Zygnus are able to bounce back in a domination or in the next hard point, they have a very real chance of coming through with a win here tonight.
Well, we'll see here as we're going to get geared up for that. Oops, I think I made it. There we go. Okay, we're good. Gil, I know we got a ton of people in here that are waiting for you to talk because, bro, we don't speak that language. I know they're in there. They're just like, bro, what are they saying? Let them know, guys.
Decirles a todos los que están aquí hablando español, pues nada, antes que nada, bienvenidos, como siempre, un placer tenerlos por aquí. Para si se unieron a la transmisión un poquito tarde, comentarles que pues ya va ganando el equipo de Tribe, se la terminaron llevando y va a ser 1-0. Esto va a ser al mejor de 5, así que muy atentos, todavía tenemos bastantes partidas por delante. Y también antes de comenzar con la siguiente partida, decirles quiero ver un poquito más de apoyo en el chat, ya sea para Tribe, ya sea para Cygnus, que se vea por quién vienen ustedes aquí a apoyar, ¿vale? La cara de Gilmaniato sería... por cierto, iba a mandar un saludo a Iván hace rato, lo había olvidado, ahorita me acordé. Todo serio, me veo muy serio, de verdad me veo muy serio. I'm sorry. Yeah, that
No,
was
I'm pretty sure you were saying Zygnus was going to take this game. I can read through between the lines. I knew exactly what was going on there. No, I'm kidding, bro. Obviously, we've got a huge fan base for this Zygnus team. Huge fan base for this Tribe team. It is a literal Clash of Titans event, and I think we've seen maybe a handful of these in the past. This one being obviously the most recent, but I can't remember the last time we've had a Zygnus Tribe. I think it may have been the first week that Day co-casted with us. Maybe it was the second week. I can't remember, but it was so epic, bro. And now we're getting it again. It feels like Christmas morning all over again as viewers are coming in. They're spamming Go Zygnus. I see a few Go Tribe here and there, but man, the pride is strong, bro, on both sides. So game number 2 going to start off. We've made our predictions. We'll see how it pans out as now Search and Destroy on firing range. It's going to be the decision maker if Zygnus is able to tie this up.
Bomb spotted. Enemy has dropped the bomb.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. For starters, I think we can take a look at, for example, Bolu from last game. He is, I don't know if it's just me, but I felt like ever since that situation happened with him and his arm, he didn't play it as much with the sniper. At least that's sort of the feeling that I got. But I am watching him doing it more and more often yet again. This time doesn't work out as he gets taken out by Kimwax, I think that was. 2 casualties already happened, 3 now for Tribe Gaming, and that's a tremendous start for Cygnus.
It's a massive one. As a matter of fact, Parrish is going to be the last one alive, and Zygnus all around Parrish like vultures on a dead body, bro. These guys just literally swarm to the point, taking them out one by one now. Zygnus starting off pretty strong here. As we see a 1-0 advantage. Tribe barking up the wrong tree, go onto that jungle site, and now we're going to see a little bit more of a conservative play here. They're going to send 2. Looks like Marshy and Bolu trying to maintain order on this B site. They've got 2 on the A site, which clears just out of point. It's going to be a big opening frag here for the guys over at Tribe now. Down 1-0 in the search. Up 1-0 in the series, so Zygnus need this game more than Tribe do. Band actually going to get taken down, evening things out. And what was a one-man advantage for Tribe is not going to be anymore, as we do see that one player drop. Envy's going to be super weak. He's going to retreat back, and everyone in Tribe is kind of just at a standstill here on the back of this wood building.
Sí, ya tomó un poco más de pausa esta partida, donde ambos equipos están tomando ciertas precauciones antes de realmente intentar cualquier clase de movimiento. En estos momentos también veo a Parrish, que con su MX9 está intentando dirigir el push hacia la bomba de A, y es justo por este motivo por el cual se lleva la primera baja. Pusha por la segunda y doble baja para Parrish. Muy buen trabajo por parte del jugador de Tribe Gaming, que los deja en una situación bastante ventajosa. 4-2 jugadores, la bomba ha sido plantada y ahora depende de Cygnus intentar desactivar la bomba. I want to see a little bit of Kimwax in here with his Holger trying to go for a retake over this bomb. Is gonna be quite problematic in a 4v2, but an amazing job done by Kimwax ends up with him getting a kill. The dice at the end. Estog gets a revenge frag immediately. Now it's a 1v2, 20 seconds on the clock. Quite tough for Cygnus to make it through, but Estog is not willing to give up. Does most of the job, but at the end, Marshy was behind him to finish him up and even things out, 1 round for each team.
Yep, phenomenal flank there from Marshy, rotating all the way to the backside.
Destroy the objective.
Catches S-Thug off guard. He was not expecting him there. And even things up, Tribe take one further on. And now we're going to see yet again that same strategy. This is an interesting one. I'm kind of digging it. It's not spreading yourself thin. It's literally just playing to your best abilities here. As 2 players push over to the B site, 2 players push to the A long site. Bad actually going to be all on his own. Looks like 2 players are going to be held up in spawn. As I see the bomb make its rotation. Everything just seemed to kind of fall in line for Tribe there. As players just seem to fall in line at the perfect time. 2 players on that A bomb site cleared almost instantly as the push came through. We'll see how the patience here for Tribe pans out. Yet again, this next round looks like they're playing it very similarly. Going to collect themselves. Not necessarily made a commitment just yet. Playing on the information. S-Thug trying to peek some areas too, as he is top 10. Does spot 1 player there on the burnt car. Takes some shots. I don't think Envy realizes it. Envy, 1 shot, bro. The hit marker, that feels bad, bro. It's like you get a hit marker right there. In that instance, instead of a kill, could be major to the game. And Envoy, rather, going to pick up that first frag for Zygnus. Opening a 4v5 scenario in favor of them. Now we're going to see the push back this A-long. 1 peek, 1 poke back in. And still a little bit of a standstill here for Tribe.
Yeah, slow movement for Tribe Gaming as Esther gets pushed over by Parrish, ends up dying. Envy does get taken out by Just. And the player's advantage moves in favor of Cygnus, who just got another kill onto Marshy. Now Just is trying to get another kill. Runs out of bullets, but there is the Tio to finish him up. Now Envoy with a kill against Parrish takes a round in favor of Cygnus. It's been a really, really slow kind of deal for Tribe Gaming. They're definitely trying to get an advantage first, but it's not working out. Like, Cygnus are doing the same thing. They're like, if you don't want to push for me, I'm not gonna push for you. I'm gonna stay still. I'm gonna defend my own areas at my own terms and wait for you to make a mistake.
Yeah, we saw that that aggression in first round, and it panned out nowhere, you know, where what Tribe wanted. As a matter of fact, we see that similar approach, but this time on the A side, and 2 players drop instantly for Zygnus. Bolu was a casualty as well, and now it's a 2-for-1 trade. Bombs down. Tribe have the 1-man advantage. As I say that, S-Thug takes down Envy right here with the nade. Chemwax gets violated from Band, and 30 seconds left. Less than 30, actually. About 24 seconds on the clock. S-Thug and Envoy looking to collect the pieces could very well do so. Band playing a little bit of a troublemaker here. Gonna have to reapproach it. Parrish on the backside. Everything's covered here for Tribe. Parrish gonna get the location of S-Thug, and they are all gonna converge. Tribe need to find him. Band does, and that is gonna do it. 2 for 2 here. As we're going into this last attacking side for Tribe. Zygnus playing very well so far, but dropping that last round was major for the guys over at Tribe. To get the bomb plant down almost instantly, that A long push paid off, and the aggression panned out. Just the B site, I don't know what happened in that first round. Just absolute devastation, but we'll see now yet again another... oh, wow, Tatio gets naded by Band. That's going to be a major frag for Tribe here to open things off.
Yeah, one of those situations that, I don't know, where a grenade just falls from the sky and you end up dying. That's what happened to one of the key players for Cygnus, Tatio, who got eliminated quite early this time around, and the player advantage is for themselves. And although they have the player advantage, Tribe decided to go for the long run yet again. Now I do see Envy carrying the bomb and rotating towards A-long. There's plenty of player on Cygnus on that side. That's why Tribe is also thinking about it. Parece ser que de verdad Tribe está intentando tener un movimiento a través del mapa bastante más pausado a la hora de moverse de un lado a otro, tomándose todas las precauciones posibles. En esta ocasión parece que les va a funcionar. Ya se llevaron 3 bajas a su nombre, dejando únicamente a 2. Entre ellos va a estar Envoy. Envoy, que está intentando mover el push a la bomba, perdón. Quiere impedir que la planten, pero no lo logra. No logra llegar a tiempo. Muere su compañero Chemwax. Queda Envoy solo. Se lleva la primera baja, pero no la segunda. Va a terminar muriendo y va a ser ventaja 3-2 en favor del equipo de Tribe Gaming y acaba de llegar Zoe con un raid de 105 personas. Bienvenidos todos y cada uno de ustedes que vienen por parte del Rey de Aso y que lo disfruten. Estas son las finales y es la partida número 2 entre Tribe y Cygnus Esports, ¿vale? Yeah, I was just saying thank you so much for the raid to Zoe.
I saw that. Zoe coming through with a massive raid, man. You guys are being too generous tonight. I'm loving the energy. We've got great gameplay ahead of us. As a matter of fact, we're in the middle of the finals here. Cygnus need to find a way to win this one. Bad peeks up mid. Onto the A bomb site directly. Finds one. Gets taken down. Estha going to drop as well. And that is going to be another round in favor of Tribe, who are up 4-2 in the Search and Destroy. Up 1-0 in a series. Tribe literally taking a big round there. Could clutch it here in 2 more. But Cygnus need to find a way. This is the map that we predicted that they would win on. As a matter of fact, they need this dub for the series to be tied, and Tribe doing everything they can to make this a short night for us. Tio, big frags as he finds his 6th onto Ban, and that is should open the floodgates. I say that Bolu actually has all of A long covered down. Good God.
Yeah, Tio using the secret weapon for some players here in North America or Latin America. Using this AMAX, pushing now through jungle, trying to get inside of this B side of the map. Not going to work out that well. Decides to just retreat back. This is a 3 versus 3. And Cygnus is now doing the exact same thing that Tribe was doing, which is just waiting for your opponent to make a mistake before you take a decision. Eventually, they have to make a move, and even more so if you think about the fact that there's less than a minute remaining right now. The bomb is currently being carried by Envoy and is walking behind, I think that's Tio. They're going to be dropping a few stuff to make sure that there's no nades making a surprise. We've seen plenty of situations where you're planting the bomb and a nade comes by and you end up dying. Didn't want that to happen, and the bomb planted less than 40 seconds for Tribe to defuse that.
Yep, Tribe have Envy, Parrish, and Bolu still alive. S-Thug, Envoy, and Tio for the side of Cygnus. So we're going to see the initial push come through. Envoy trying to play that bomb. Head glitch gets his head taken off. Tio gets the refrag as he has complete control of trailer. Now we're going to see the push here from Bolu. Waits patiently, gets the shots to land. Does have to find S-Thug, who was actually right below his crosshairs. Peeks up, S-Thug. Good shots, good precision. But that could have gone south real quick. He literally peeked up, and Bolu's crosshairs were like right above him. Just impeccable timing for both.
Yeah, I feel like it was so perfect that it was unexpected for Bolu. Just couldn't react fast enough. And like you mentioned, if Bolu would have connected that shot, that was enough time for him to defuse the bomb, which I found weird. On the side of Cygnus player, who was it? I think it was Esther, because he sort of risked the round.
He
did. At the end.
He did. That was well. He was in a compromising position, so he literally had to take those shots, unless he had waited for the bomb to be defused. But then you risk the opportunity to expose yourself, and you don't ever want that. That was well precision for S-Thug. As I say that, he's actually all the way in wood area. He's got 2 players to deal with. One is taken down. The push comes through. Marshy gets the trade, but is only Banned and Marshy left. Make that Marshy in a 1v2. 12 seconds left on the clock. Tio sees the laser. Kimwax as well. Kimwax gets waxed, but Tio with the refrag. That's going to tie things up. Cygnus says the game's not over with yet. Just as you thought Tribe were taking off with the lead, that is not the case now.
La partida no se ha terminado. Un momento de ventaja 4-2 en favor de Tribe Gaming, pero Cygnus ha logrado igualar la contienda. Esto va a ser un 4-4. Vamos a ver un poquito, yo diría, de Tetillo, que de nueva cuenta está utilizando esta AMAX, que es, a mi parecer, un tanto complicado de usar, pero de verdad le puede sacar un valor bastante importante. En estos momentos, Cygnus está haciendo prácticamente lo mismo que hizo Tribe Gaming en sus rondas de agresores, en sus rondas de atacantes, y es esperar al error o pushear hasta el final. En estos momentos va a ser Just bastante agresivo y se está yendo hasta la zona de atrás de manera muy despreocupada hasta cierto punto. Termina muriendo a manos de Envy. La bomba es plantada por parte de Envoy, así que ahora le toca a Cygnus defender esta bomba. It's gonna be do or die moment. The bomb has been planted, but Envoy is out taken out by Parrish.
Oh.
Continue to try to answer back, but not able to do it. Parrish with a defusal, and the advantage is for Tribe Gaming that needs a single more round verdict.
Yep, they are a match point 5-4 scenario here, as Tribe looking to steal a second game in a row. Could very well do it here in this next round, but I don't know. I need Zygnus to put that strat together. They need to come together in this moment. As it's one thing to drop 2 games in a row. It's one thing to drop 2 games in a row with the Tribe. They're a match point. You got a situation where a single mistake could literally be a make or break one for you. This is a moment where they could absolutely capitalize on if they could somehow find this round to the next, but Tribe literally have been playing so very perfect here. Ban is dropped early. That's a major frag. Marshy, only one on site for this B bomb push. We saw the B bomb push from Tribe. Won their first attacking round. Oh my god, Marcy and Paris combined for 3 there. And what was a 5v4 is now a 2v3 as Just finds one. Just going to give away his location. Marshy going to be taken down. The bomb head glitch, or the backside of firing range head glitch going to be taken down. Envy doesn't allow Just to recover. Now it's a 1v1. Envy and Tatio. Tatio with 13 kills on board. He's got to clutch this.
And Scott, a tremendous job.
No!
Tatio is out, verdict. They're done so for game 2.
Bro, it was literally coming down to like the top fragger for Zygnus. He had crosshairs literally right on his chest. Just couldn't pull the trigger. And a 6-4 win for Tribe. We all thought Zygnus was going to be able to take that second map. And now we're looking at a potential elimination here. This is match point for Tribe. And we all know how they've been playing tonight. Just an absolutely clutch game from them in that search and destroy. 6-4. Zygnus still very much so in this, but, I mean, let's be real. In a 3-0 situation, it's a tough one. As a matter of fact, Dave, what are your thoughts? In a 3-0 potential situation, we've got a domination ahead of us on standoff. We saw how Tri played earlier. What are your thoughts for Zygnus here in this next matchup?
I mean, I gotta be brutally honest with you here. I muted you and Gil. I was jamming out to some Foo Fighters and Offspring, watching what felt like all I could describe as the Tatio show for Zygnus, as he was literally the one keeping them in the game. We did have a couple players for the side of Tribe that were really popping off. It was largely Banned and Parrish through the early game. Around the middle of the game, we did have Envy and Bolu with a couple good rounds, and towards the end there, Marshy definitely made some really good plays as well. But man, Tatio almost felt like a one-man army out there. I'm hoping they're able to pull things together for a domination because, like I said earlier, I don't want to see this one over in 3, especially if the matches are going to be as good as they have been. The hard point was a banger down to the end. That search and destroy just about into around 11. Unfortunately, Tatio unable to find the bullets to connect there onto, I believe it was Envy at the end.
Yep.
Who was able to clutch up that 1v2 scenario versus, I think it was Tatio and Just.
Yep.
Yeah, so really big play coming out of Envy there to clutch up for Tribe. And all I can say is I hope there's more action than just a domination in this matchup.
You know what? I gotta agree with you. This is gonna be a tough one for Zygnus. I feel like if they can pull this together, they're still gonna have to face a very OP Tribe at a hard point. So it's one of those points where you could very much so extend the series, but are you going to be preventing the inevitable? I can't speak right now, dude. I am literally, you're preventing the inevitable, which is Tribe is dominant on respawn game modes. We saw the hard point; it was close at one point, but it literally got out of hands once Bolu threw the Goliath down. The Goliath wasn't even on point; it was nowhere near it. The focus was all on that Goliath, and you saw how that panned out. It didn't work out for Zygnus. Now you got to go against a team that is literally stacked in all respawn game modes, and you got to go back to back. So, tough is an understatement, in my opinion.
I would agree with you there.
Gil, what about your thought? What are your thoughts?
Well, basically the same thing. Like you said it yourself. There's plenty of times where we do see some sort of momentum for both of them, where it's really, really close, but at the moment of truth, it's being tried, the one clutching it up. There's, of course, that possibility of Cygnus game actually being able to turn it around, but it's going to be quite tough. This next game of domination on Summit is literally do or die for them. And I don't know what specifically they could change, but I do believe that they can at least take a game or two of Tribe if they actually put their minds onto it, you know?
Yeah, they can. They're going to have to find a way to nerf Bolu. Bolu has been a pest all tonight in literally every matchup that I've seen, and I know that you made a comment about his performance recently. It has been on point, so Cygnus have to find a way to nerf him and nerf him quick. You know, and then you got 4 others to deal with. No, whoa. So we got a Summit domination. I looked at the absolute wrong map. So, okay, this is anybody's, you know, map to grab. I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably one of the worst game or maps to play on for domination. And it's so close quarter that it might pan out for Cygnus. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Literally, do or die for Cygnus. Tribe playing with house money. This is theirs to win. They lose, they got another opportunity. We'll see how it pans out. Paris going to get some uncontested time on B. Actually might be able to get the cap by himself. No. Marshy there to pick up the pieces, though, as he is going to be clearing topside. They are going to get the B cap quick, and that is going to be Tribe with an early advantage.
That's the thing. The early pick of Bravo is going to be coming through for Tribe Gaming, and immediately starting to get an advantage as I see Bolu rotating towards B again, going to be getting a kill onto one of the opponents. Is trying to defend this Bravo flag. Not going to work out as he expected, and Boy was able through the head glitch to stay alive and get the kill. But even if the side of Cygnus is getting a kill here and there, Tribe Gaming continues to win most of the 1v1 interactions, leading to a continuous control over that control area.
Yep, this is Tribe starting things off right here. Obviously, this A side is not the best side, so when we flip in the second half, there might be a little bit of a benefit to Cygnus' second half, so that's something to look forward to. But then you also got to consider the fact that Tribe are definitely going to be pushing for the C side. As a matter of fact, that's going to be their primary focus. If they're not successful in getting B, their first instinct is going to be pushing right to your home flag, and they're notorious for it, and they do it so quick, they might even get a triple cap off. So it really is very difficult to see this first half pan out the way it is. As a matter of fact, it's 43 to 23, 20-point advantage going into the second half is going to be just twice as hard for Cygnus to overcome. As I'm taking a look at the scorecard, 8-2 for Marshy. So all I did was talk about Bolu in the first, or before the game started, but Marshy has been just the biggest factor so far. As a matter of fact, he's going to push up, pick up one before Tatio was able to take him down, and is going to secure the B site for Cygnus. They actually have a bit of a flip going on here too, as I do see Marshy pushing up for the A site C. Nowhere in sight for Cygnus though.
Yeah, I do see that. I think it's Kimwalk's trying to capture this flag. They're gonna take it at the end to be able to continue with the double cap now of Charlie and Bravo. C and B are in favor of Cygnus, and so far, if it continues to be the same way as it is right now, the advantage is still gonna be for Tribe, but it's definitely gonna be not as noticeable as it is right now with almost 15 points lead for Tribe Gaming. I want to take a look once more for Tribe members, this time for Parrish, who is using this MX9 and is now getting taken out, gonna be rotating, and they are doing the same. It feels like it's not an easy task for either of the teams, but Tribe got enough momentum at the start of the game to capture B. And all I can think of is the fact that what could have happened if that first capture wouldn't have happened so fast for Tribe.
I don't know, bro. I'm looking at a Kimwax that is just like stacked to the brim with scorcheries. As a matter of fact, the second half is going to be so lit for them. As long as they are able to preserve it, First half is done, 75-70, literally, you know, within breathing distance of each other for point spread. We'll see how it pans out, though, as this map is way smaller than any of the other domination maps. I don't know if you're going to be able to utilize the Goliath to its full extent, maybe get a little bit of top control, maybe get a trophy down, maybe establish a little bit of control early and get that puppy down, and you know, we'll see how it pans out. But Zygnus on the chopping blocks need to find a way to overcome this second half deficit, which is very small, so it could literally be overcome within the first few moments, but no traction on the B side is not a good sign for Zygnus, though. I'm looking at a little bit of map control early for Zygnus here. As top control is good, you still need to put a little bit of pressure on that B side. As a matter of fact, they need to go ahead and get that cap down ASAP.
Y en estos momentos realmente Signos tiene que asegurar la captura de Bravo lo más rápido posible. En estos momentos le está costando bastante. Han tenido cierto control en distintos momentos, pero en general no han podido realmente meterse a la bandera para iniciar la captura por más de escasos segundos. En estos momentos ahí, veo por ejemplo a Envoy con sus rachas disponibles. También hace rato vimos que KimWax tiene literalmente todas y cada una de sus rachas disponibles, además de contar con el operador, con esos picos. Tiene ahí el dron, tiene el Goliath, tiene también esa torreta. Entonces va a ser muy importante, y más aún ahora que lograron la doble captura. KimWax quiere hacer la defensa y logran saltar a sus rivales y sobreviven, pero al menos los distrae lo suficiente para que terminen muriendo. Verdict, I don't know if you caught that, but KimWax did an amazing defense over at B, where yes, maybe he didn't get a kill, but took everyone outside of the flag and ended up with the allies taking the kills.
I caught the side view of that. As a matter of fact, I saw 3 players for Tribe rotating up, and 3 players from Tribe getting absolutely wiped. So a phenomenal job from Zygnus in order to capture this B site. Now the bad thing is they're flipping, and all of Tribe are spawning on C, and all of Zygnus are spawning on the A site, which is not a good sign for map control. However, I do see a triple cap in their favor momentarily. We'll see how long the double cap comes through, as now Marcy finds Tio out mid, and the trade and back and forth are going to come through, and as we expected, if they can't get successful on B, they're going to be pushing towards that C site. Bolu going to secure the B site, but I do see Envoy on point as well, and this is exactly what you didn't want if you were Zygnus in the second half, and that was getting those flips to come down. Tribe maximizing on a few players dropping, and the spawns flipping in their favor to Tio. Picking up 1-2 big kills, but is going to be taken down. And I still see Tribe very much so in this thing, and I still see Tribe being able to overcome this little 8-point deficit that they have.
Yeah, it could pretty much be the case. I see Tio using the Tempest, not working out as expected. Everyone has to get inside, and they got to do it right now. Of course, nowhere near a triple scenario, but Tribe is doing a tremendous job. Did they just... I think they're going to take the Goliath.
They almost took the Goliath.
Does.
They almost took the Goliath, but KimWax got it back. That is going to be great progress for this B side as I see the flip coming through. Tribe going to have to make this push through, but the triple cap is in effect. A is going to be swapped, but the Goliath is still here. B is covered. We are going to see a game 4 if Zygnus can maintain this site. The Goliath's still 100% healthy, or oh no, it's 20%, 30% health, but it's still in full effect. Marcy and Parrish could be the ultimate factors here. They do take it down. B is going to be pushed, but B, not enough time, is it?
I don't think there is. Right now, they need to get that double capture. They only need 5 more points. They still have 2 flags under control. They're being defended with everything they possibly own. KimWax defending B with his shorty, now taking out the MX-9, ends up dying. Doesn't matter too much. Zygnus gonna take game number 3 and leave for another day. They don't want to get 3-0'd by Tribe, and still the victory off of them with a tremendous job by them. You said it yourself, that Goliath was just tremendously well played by Zygnus and almost stolen.
Yo, KimWax held that at the right, like literally the right moment. Almost gets yeeted as 3 players from Tribe came through that connector site. I still don't even know to this moment how he was able to get it. I think they wiped maybe 1 or 2, but Dave, I need to hear what you think, bro.
I'm so glad we're going to a game 4. I don't know if you guys saw. I was in chat cheering for Zygnus, cheering for that game 4. Not that I have anything against Tribe. Not that I'm saying I want Zygnus to come back and win the whole thing. You know me. I am just a fan of the action, and with these games having been so close start to finish, the hardpoint, the search and destroy, that domination was absolutely fantastic. You know I've got to see more gameplay between these two teams. And Zygnus making it come true a little bit there. Kimwax right there at the end just, I don't want to say won them the game, but made a very, very big play. And was able to pull together and help them get the win in a very close 150 to 143 match. Tribe did push up for the triple cap onto C, but they ended up losing out on a couple trades and lost the B and A in the process. So great games between these two teams. Hoping we get to see a game 5, but it'll depend. You know, Tribe very, very strong in hardpoint, and Zygnus obviously struggled a little bit in that first matchup, even though it was close.
Yeah, they struggled a little bit in the first half there, but answered majorly in the second. I gotta point out, they found a way to nerf Bolu, and they took the game. Is there not a direct correlation there? I'm not gonna say Tribe is a one-man team, but let's be fair. When you find a way to take down Bolu in a situation like that, it literally opened the door for them to come through strong in that second game. Or that second half. You know,
yeah, I mean, I get you there. You're not saying that Bolu is a one-man army for the side of Tribe, but he's been in the flow state pretty good today. He's found some really good sniper clips. He's been on it with the overall slaying capabilities for the team. And that's a big factor. If he performs a little bit worse, then things do start to look a little bit more possible for the side of Zygnus, as we just saw in that domination. We very well could see a game 5 if Zygnus bring their A game and Tribe isn't at their top. And then I would love to see the search and destroy. Again, I'm not cheering one way or the other. I'm cheering for action. And right now, action to me would be seeing a search and destroy. So go Zygnus.
You heard it here, man. Day is officially a Zygnus fan. He is wanting these guys to take. I'm kidding.
I've always been a Zygnus fan. I also like a lot of the guys on Tribe.
There we go.
I don't care who wins or loses here. I just want to see good games.
I'm such a fan of the series, bro. I would love to see a game 7 at this point. Like I'm exhausted, but this game or these games have just been so close. I can't call it. And now we have, you know, a P1 that is just about as close as this series can get. Literally back and forth, back and forth. We're going to see Tribe with a little bit of advantage now as we're going to be rotating over this P2 area. Zygnus have a little bit of a hold here. Can they hold it for much longer, as I see 3 players from Tribe rotating up? That's going to be Marshy. Marshy finding a big frag there for Tribe, and that's going to open the floodgates here for Tribe to get in this P2 early on. Envoy up top, lasered. That is going to be Tribe with a massive start here in this P2 area, where we see a 15-point advantage now increase. Parrish and Marshy are on point, and Zygnus got to find a way to TO. Does. He finds one. He's going to get some help from S-Thug, who finds the other. And that is going to be the retake going back in favor of Zygnus.
Y ahí logran recapturar justo los chicos de Signos, haciendo un trabajo fenomenal en su favor. Siguen peleando cada uno de los segundos. La ventaja sí va para Tribe en estos momentos, pero no significa nada. En estos momentos vuelven a perder control de esa zona, pero inmediatamente se van a esta casa azul para intentar plantear la defensa, el tener ya todo listo para cuando sus rivales intenten acercarse, que es justo lo que están haciendo en estos momentos. Tetillo está haciendo aquí una defensa con su MX9 fuera del punto. Está intentando prevenir la entrada de sus rivales. Desafortunadamente no le va a funcionar. Ahí terminó entrando Bolu, pero vamos a ver qué tal es lo que se le espera para el equipo de Cygnus, que recordemos, esto está al mejor de 5 y vamos ya 2-1 en favor de Tribe, así que Tribe se encuentra a una sola victoria de llevarse el campeonato. Right now with a Tribe Gaming that is 1 game away from taking the championship. It's gonna be quite tough for Cygnus to make sure that everything is cool, right? They gotta do their best. They're probably gonna struggle every now and then, but gotta make sure that they continuously doing their best, performing at their peak, and not getting out of a good state of mind.
No.
Right now, I am looking at. Sorry, what?
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. They cannot afford to take 1 L. As a matter of fact, this P3 rotation was just absolutely on point for Tribe, who took the massive retake, but Cygnus literally barreling right through and get the retake for themselves and tie things up. As a matter of fact, take a little bit of an advantage. This is where it's going to come down to the nitty-gritty. This P4, where I see a few tribe members actually on point now. This is a moment for them to gain a bit of a lead, but Cygnus coming in hot. Tio finds his 10th, but is taken down, and this is literally a back-and-forth affair here in P4.
Hardpoint contested.
I don't know if you remember what I said about Just having a great performance today, but so far he's going to be the player with the most kills in the game entirely. 15 total. Of course, there's a few that are close to that number, but not there quite yet. Just is the only player alive, and because of that, Sparrow from Bolo gets taken out. And we've seen it in plenty of games. That's just the reason why Sparrow is banned most of the time. It can be such a tremendous freaking balance on a point, on a round, or on a capture that I find it intriguing that they decided to go for the kinetic shield, if I'm being honest.
You know, absolutely. In a game like this, the kinetic armor is just going to be so OP. Imagine these guys just taking bullets after bullets and not going down. There's a reason why they banned the kinetic armor. Is it something that I felt was necessary? Probably not, but it could definitely have an effect on a matchup like this, where it's literally coming down to a 1v1 scenario for the point control. You got that kinetic armor situation. Obviously, it's not making things easy with the Sparrow in play, but this is what we're seeing now, and both teams are utilizing it to its fullest. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure why we don't see like 5v5 Sparrow. I see a few death machines, but in my opinion, the versatility of that Sparrow has just been so on point for both Tribe and Cygnus. So S-Thug and Kimwax going to combine for 3 there, and that's going to open up P1. Envy looking to get the contest, does peek out, does get the assist rather. And now it is coming down to a single point here. Cygnus could take it here on the backs of this P2 rotation, but I'm afraid they might be rotating too early, giving some of Tribe some of these unnecessary points. But Kimwax on the backs of picking up Band and Bolu, a major 2-piece for them, are going to have this set up here in P2 locked down for the time being.
I see grenades flying, raining all over the place from the hands of Cygnus. So far, let's see if that's going to work out. One of the players using the death machine was Envoy, ends up dying to the hands of a Sparrow. Oh, dramatically to be that way. They are now out of the hard point. Cygnus have been taken out of this warehouse and is Tribe inside. They need less than 30 points, which means that they are still on time to take victory if they completely dominate this area. Problem is that Kimwax is causing some disturbances here and there, and so does everyone else in Cygnus. They gotta make sure that they get inside, and they gotta do it right now, because the time is favoring Tribe in this moment.
It is. As a matter of fact, we're gonna see the contest come through up top and bottom. S-Thug gets the point. We're gonna see one go down. That's gonna be Band left there. Parrish make it. Rather, Parrish gonna get taken down, and battle for P3 is going to begin. No team can win here in P2. Top blue is where all the action is going to be at. Only 10 points are going to be needed for the guys over Cygnus, and 16 to close this series out for Tribe. And as I'm looking at it, Tribe actually have the early advantage.
Todo el mundo está intentando rotar lo más rápido posible a lo que puede ser el último punto caliente en esta partida. Tribe Gaming ya está dentro. Veo que Bolo tiene el arco explosivo listo. Nadie puede entrar a la zona. Puede que se termine. Intenta entrar Cygnus. No le funciona. Tribe necesita menos de 5. Lo están obteniendo. 1 a 1 caen los chicos de Cygnus Esports.
Oh, no. Tribe ending it early, bro. 3-1 fashion. After a sweat fest on that hard point. I'm devastated, bro.
It was so close. Like, it was actually so close. 100, like 10 points different. Like, I'm at a loss of words at this point.
Man. Tribe coming through, spoiling the fun for everybody. You can nerf Bolu this matchup. He literally, well, no, he still went 20 and 15. Only put 10 seconds on the hill, but those 10 seconds were literally the reason why Tribe won. You see it. 10 seconds on the point. Those were the last few seconds that Tribe managed to get on the board, taking game number 4. Rip, bro. What a series. Dave, what are your thoughts? And Day is muted.
Hello, Day. You here?
Day is
Nope,
absolutely
he
muted.
might be AFK. Like he's just done. He's also at a last words. But yeah, Tribe are gonna be this week's champions of the Meseeks Sunday Showdown. And so close, like so many games were just at a matter of a few certain moves of a team. Like you said it yourself when Cygnus gave up on those, I think it was like 10 to 12 seconds favoring Tribe Gaming. Like you gotta be scratching your head like, why did I do that? If it was gonna be able to at least prevent them from getting a few more seconds, right?
Absolutely, man. That literally, like the game-changing moment there for Tribe. So Cygnus take a harsh L in game number 4, drop in the series 3-1. The Tribe is this week's Meseeks Sunday Showdown champions. Give them the crown, guys. An epic 3-1. I gotta say, those are probably the 4 best games I've watched in a long time. And I've seen some pretty great games recently, but those 4 right there, just absolutely on point. Tribe obviously showing up and showing out, putting on a show for us in game 4. 1, 2, and 3 as well, but that 4th game, just absolutely on point. Put all the points they needed in that P2 and invested heavily in P3, and it panned out. Unfortunately for Cygnus, unable to get that necessary break there in P3, and that was their demise, bro. That was just an absolutely cracked game. I'm just like freaking out right now. 4 games though of pure sweat from both teams. Got to give a shout out to Cygnus. Got to give a shout out to the Tribe. Just one for the ages, man.
One for the ages, indeed. And well, that was the last matchup of the day. I do gotta say thank you all so very much for watching. As per usual, we gotta say also thank you to the sponsors of this event that make it possible. Bringing that prize pool is no easy task, but thanks to the sponsors is that we do it. And those are HyperX, JuJu Energy, SXC thumb sleeves, and Trovo. Also, make sure that you do end up buying some thumb sleeves or JuJu Energy. Use the code Meseeks at checkout for the sweet 10% discount.
Absolutely. Go ahead and hit them with that fat 10% discount. Use code Meseeks, guys. We're going to get ready for a raid, guys. Got to give a shout out to you all who showed up. Give a shout out to all the admins in the tournament admins as well. So, guys, much appreciated. Another great week for the Meseeks Sunday Showdown. Another sweat fest for the finals. That's going to do us for the night. Gil and Verdict are signing off, guys. We'll see you back next week. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get ready for a raid, though. So, GG's.